Sunshine Properties, Kruger Contracting, Bank West, Overhead Door, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Shane's Pharmacy, and Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota.
Swings and lines it in the right center field. One run will come in to score. They will round the other runner. He will come to the plate. The throw not going to be in time. A 2-run single for Parker O'Brien gives the Gubs a 9-7 lead.
Pierre Baseball is also brought to you by American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Ferding Electric, Pierre Closets, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, and AGE.
2-0 pitch. That'll be a line shot into left center field. That's going to get down for extra bases, and it's going to score Terwilliger. That's one way to bust out of a slump. Sunshine round second. He's on his way to third. The throw will come in. He will
Your
slide
baseball
in.
is also brought to you by Edward Jones Financial, Gales Gas, Lamb Motors, Xander Auto Parts, Kruger Climate Systems, May Adam, and Hunsley Auto Body.
Here's the 0-2. Runner takes off. Terwilliger will sky this one out to center field. Out towards the wall. It is going to get out of here for a 2-run shot for Cooper Terwilliger on an 0-2 pitch.
Pierre Baseball is also brought to you by Oahe Federal Credit Union, Koenig, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Pierre Roofing and Gutters, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and Todd's Electric.
2-0. It'll be a swinging base hit up the middle. Rounding third is Deal. The throw will come to the plate, but Deal slips and falls. The ball will still get away to the backstop. Deal will come in to score, and the Governors will win the ball game.
And now to the booth for the call of the game with KCCR award-winning sports director John Winkler.
And a good afternoon as we welcome you here to Hyde Stadium as we get set for a doubleheader between Pierre and Mitchell on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's a beautiful day for a doubleheader, and the Eights are looking to get to 500 overall in the season, but also looking to stay above 500 in South Dakota play as they come in at 10-9 on this South Dakota season, and they also coming in at 11-13 overall in 2026. Mitchell Post 18, they're coming in at 13-11 and 8-7 in South Dakota games, and these two teams are sitting right next to each other in the standings. Both right now are having to go on the road if the season ended today, but a couple of wins for both these teams. Certainly for Mitchell would pass Pierre, and for the Eights, they could pass Renner with a couple of wins here in this doubleheader, and maybe even trying to catch Brookings, although they are a point behind the Bandits for seventh place. But it is one that is certainly in the realm of possibility that the Eights are able to find their way to a home playoff game, home playoff series, but it is one that they have to make sure they get wins here today. They have to make sure that they get a doubleheader win, or at least split with Mitchell, get a couple of wins against Huron, and then at least split with Watertown as the Eights take on this Mitchell Post-18 team here this afternoon. Let's take our first break, and only break of the pregame show. We'll come back in 3 minutes, and we will have for you starting lineups and first pitch. As we step aside, back in 3 minutes, you're listening to Pierre Post-8 Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota and Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Step up to the plate with Kathy Sunshine Properties in Pierre, your go-to for buying, selling, and finding your perfect home. Whether you're looking for a cozy cottage or a spacious family home, Kathy Sunshine Properties has you covered. We're committed to helping you make your next big move, on the field or in your life. Ready to find your dream home? Call Kathy Sunshine Properties at 605-224-5588. Your home run in real estate.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Step up to the plate with Overhead Door Company of Pierre. Like your favorite team, we deliver reliability, strength, and top-notch performance. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been the most respected name in the industry. From commercial or residential repairs to full upgrades, our team of technicians stand ready to provide winning results. Don't let a faulty garage door strike you out. Look for the signature red ribbon and call the industry MVP at 605-224-6200. Bring your garage door game to the big leagues.
As we welcome you back, we are ready to go here for first pitch between Pierre and Mitchell as the Eights will take the field. National anthem been sung, and the starting lineups for both these teams. Let's look at both Pierre and for Mitchell. For Mitchell first, post 18. Carter McCormick, the center fielder, lead things off. Cannon Moeller, the first baseman, will bat second. Jackson Hartman, the DH, batting third. Caden Allen, the right fielder, will bat fourth. Ian Weber is the shortstop, batting fifth. Ethan Hegg, the left fielder, batting sixth. Jacob Ebert, the third baseman, batting seventh. Brennan Penny, the second baseman, batting eighth. And Dawson Adams, the catcher, batting ninth for Mitchell, post 18. For Pierre, post 8, leading off is Carter Shufflebine. He's the shortstop. Hudson Stosher batting second, the second baseman. Sutton Sonnenschein, the catcher, batting third. Will Eilers, the right fielder, batting fourth. Jackson Goodman, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Bridger Babcock, the first baseman, batting sixth. Riker Edson, the DH, batting seventh. Aiden Johnson, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Porter Hunsley rounds out the order as he is hitting ninth for Pierre, post 8. Both pitchers, Tyler Christensen will throw for Mitchell, post 18. He has thrown the team high 27 2/3 innings. This will be his fifth start and seventh appearance overall. We'll go through his number here in just a little bit. It will be Carter Templeton that will get his seventh start, which will lead the team in starts. Will be tied then for the most appearances with Hudson Stosher with a 7. But he's got the team lead, 29 innings pitched so far on the season for Carter Templeton. He's got a 3-2 record, 30 hits allowed, 22 runs. 14 of those 22 have been earned. 22 walks, 23 strikeouts, a 3.38 ERA, a 1.7, I make that a 1.80 whip, and a batting average against at 265 for Carter Templeton, a 63% first pitch strike percentage coming from Carter Templeton. Throw down to second. We're ready to go here from Hyde Stadium. Beautiful Hyde Stadium here on a Tuesday afternoon. Glad you're with us here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports, as it is going to be Carter McCormick, the center fielder, to step to the plate to lead us off here in this ball game. We're going to get started just a couple minutes early as the first pitch from Carter Templeton, the right-hander. From the windup, he'll deliver that first pitch. It'll miss low for ball one as we're underway at 3:56. 86 degrees here in Pierre for our game time temperature. Feeling like 86. It's not a bad late June day, the final day of June, as that one will miss low and the count's quickly 2-0 here to Carter McCormick. We'll get up to 87 before we're done, but that's as high as we'll get today. And to say this will be one of the hottest days that we've played baseball, as that one's at the top of the zone for a strike and the count's 2-1. To say this is one of the hottest days we've played baseball and it's June 30th, we'll take it. It is just fine that 86 degrees is the hottest that we've been. Here's a line shot to the right side of the infield. 2 hops to the second baseman, Hudson Stosher, moving to his left. He'll make the play, and there's one down as the leadoff man is gone to kick off the ball game. And it brings up Cannon Moeller to the plate. We'll go around the horn defensively here in just a moment as Moeller will step to the plate. The first baseman here for Mitchell, Palace City Mitchell, post 18. Here's the first pitch. That one will be at the bottom of the zone, and a good curveball, the first pitch to Moeller for strike one. Right-handed Templeton. We'll have time called here real quick before we get the 0-1 pitch to come to the plate. The right-hander Templeton, he has been very good from the spring all the way to this point and continues to be one of those top guys in the rotation. That one will miss low, and the count's 1-1. You look at Bridger Babcock, who's thrown 28 in the third innings and has started 6 games. Carter Templeton, this is his 7th starts. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That'll miss inside, and the count's 2-1. Will Danberg has thrown in 4 games now after dealing with an injury that kept him out for the first part of the season. And those 3 guys have had the workload when they've been healthy, and 2 of those 3 have been healthy this whole time. It counts 3-1 now to Cannon Moeller. But certainly Templeton throughout the spring and summer has been a very big bright spot on the mound for Pierre Post State and for the Pierre Governors back in the high school season. 3-1 pitch. That'll catch the outside edge for a strike, and the count's now 3-2. Moeller's hitting .260 so far on the season. 6 doubles, 18 runs driven in. That is tied for second of the team, one back of Ethan Hegg, who's got 19 to lead all hitters. Foot payoff pitch, swing and a miss for a strikeout. And Moeller will go down. And it's now 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Then it brings up Jackson Hartman, the DH, to the plate. So as Hartman steps to the plate, he's hitting .300 so far. He's got 2 doubles. He does have all 3 home runs, as that one is upstairs for ball 1. He's got the right knee brace on, and assuming that has been the case for most of the summer, as it counts 1-1, he end up being a pinch hitter in the playoff series against Pierre back in the spring, and he had gotten hurt, and this will hit him. It has not hurt him, but he was hurt, had a little bit of a knee injury that kept him out for a couple of games. He ended up being just a pinch hitter, and now with still a knee brace on, probably one where he's going to be the DH for most of the summer for this Mitchell team, and obviously with 3 home runs, hitting .300, he's got a couple doubles, 16 runs driven in. He's very effective still in the lineup, whether he's got an injury or not. But he is now on at first, our first base runner of the ball game. Caden Allen, the right fielder, will come to the plate with 2 outs and a runner on. First pitch will miss low for ball 1. As Allen's hitting .421, 5 doubles, a triple. One of those 2 triples have come from Allen. 18 runs driven in, which again is tied with Moeller for second on the team. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's at the knees, and that's over for a strike, and the count is at 1-1. You're listening to KCCR Pierre Riverfront Broadcasting Station as we have hit 4 o'clock on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Here's the 1-1 from Templeton now. Here's a chopper back up the middle. It'll be fielded by Stocher, who steps on the bag all at once, and that will retire the side. Here in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. Halfway through our first inning, no score between Pierre and Mitchell as the Eights will come to the plate. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebine Agency, LLC, 224-6627. As we welcome you back, it is the bottom of the first. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. As the Eights here, as we look at their starting lineup again, it'll be Carter Shufflebine to lead things off. He is followed by Hudson Stocher, the second baseman. Sutton Sunshine, the catcher, batting third. Will Eilers, the right fielder, batting fourth. Jackson Goodman, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Bridger Babcock is batting sixth. He's the first baseman. Riker Edson, the DH, batting seventh. Aiden Johnson, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Porter Hunsley rounds out the order as he is hitting ninth for Pierre Post Eights. And so here in the bottom of the first, the Eights hitting .291 as a team, led off by Carter Shufflebine, who is hitting .540 still on the summer. He's got 7 doubles, 5 triples, and 3 home runs. His third home run was here at home as he'll swing at the first pitch and foul that one straight back for strike one. He's got 18 runs driven in, which is tied with Hudson Stocher and Sutton Sunshine for the team lead. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a curveball that's where a changeup. Shufflebine was out in front. He was looking to make it 1-0. Tyler Christensen, 0-2 count ahead of Shufflebine. Here's the 0-2 from the right-hander. That'll be upstairs, and the count goes now 1-2. Christensen comes in with a 3-1 record. Again, 27 2/3 innings pitched. This is his 5th start and 7th appearance overall. The 1-2. That one's chopped off the plate, and it will go foul. And so we will do it again here at 1-2. 24 hits, 15 runs, 12 of them earned. 11 walks, 20 strikeouts. A 3.04 ERA, a 1.27 whip. Batting average against at .231 against Tyler Christensen here this summer. 1-2 pitch again. This is popped up. It will get out of play. And it will land right in one of the seats. And so the count still remains at 1-2. And Shufflebine looking to be an early base runner here for the Eights. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled away to the right side. Another 1-2 pitch upcoming. He doesn't walk very often to Shufflebine. He's only been walked 8 times in 75 plate appearances. Been hit by a pitch just once. So that average at .540 is not much more than the on-base percentage at .589. Still really good. But he's when he gets on, he's getting on by hits. That OPS over 1,000, 1.541 for Scheffelbein. He's slugging .952. There's a high fly ball towards left center field, but backing up is Carter McCormick, the center fielder, to make the catch. And the leadoff man is gone. Didn't get much to left center field, mostly straightaway center. And it brings up Hudson Stocher to the plate. As Stocher comes in, he is hitting a .307 on the summer, 3 doubles, 3 triples, and again, tied with that team high of 18 runs driven in. He is second of the team in runs scored at 20, with Scheffelbein at first at 25. Here's a line shot down the first base line, but that is foul for strike one. The other thing, looking at this Aids team and some of the balance that they've been able to get, but how good some of these, the top line hitters have been, as this one is skying out of play on the right side, and the count goes now 0-2. You have 3 guys tied for the team lead in RBIs, but then you have Will Eilers with 13 runs driven in, who is fourth. Porter Hunsley's got 11 runs driven in, and then you got Riker Edson with another 10 RBIs, so that's a lot of guys in your lineup that's got 10-plus RBIs now on the season in 24 games. Maybe a total of 6 different guys that have gotten 10-plus runs driven in. That one is taken for strike 3. As Stocher will watch it for the second out. He goes down looking, and it brings up Sun and Shine to the plate. So Sun and Shine, as he comes in, .412 batting average, 4 doubles. And again, those 18 runs driven in. His OPS at .965. That one will miss for ball 1 to Sun and Shine. There's a high fly ball to center field. Backing up is McCormick. He'll step back a couple different times, and he'll make the catch, and that will retire the side. A 1-2-3 first inning for Tyler Christensen. No score between Pierre and Mitchell as we head to the second. You're listening to Post 8 Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Back in a minute.
Spring is the season for a fresh start, and that includes your technology. Whether you are looking to upgrade or need to breathe new life into your current device, CommTech is your one-stop solution. Experience the brilliance of LG OLED TVs, the immersive sound of Sonos and JBL, or the unmatched performance of Lenovo laptops. Buy with confidence thanks to our price match guarantee and 0% interest on selected purchases. We're your locally owned technology experts on the truck bypass. CommTech, we sell the best and fix the rest.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
As we welcome you back, top of the second, no score between Pierre and Mitchell, post 18. And our first of 2 doubleheaders this week. It will also wrap up the home portion of the schedule for post 8. And it's not a guarantee that the 8s will be back home for that playoff series, that best of 3 playoff series. But certainly if they can get 6 wins over the next 6 games, which is 2 today, 2 Thursday against Huron, and then 2 next week, Monday at Watertown. They can go 6-0 to wrap up the South Dakota season. They are putting themselves in a prime spot to be at home for the playoffs. But one that they can control themselves, but they don't have a whole lot of wiggle room. Even at 4-2, it will certainly help and will probably could be good enough, but it's not a certain that it's good enough, being even at 4-2. So it is one where wins are very important now here for the 8s to stay over 500 in South Dakota play, to keep climbing the standings, keep building the confidence. As it is Ian Weber, the shortstop, to lead things off here in the top of the second inning, as the first pitch is at the top of the zone for strike 1. Huron's the opponent post 7 on Thursday. It's a 5 o'clock start. And that's the final home doubleheader of the season. the regular season. There's a check swing, full swing. And the count is now 0-2. So Carter Templeton now looking for his second strikeout. 0-2 pitch here to Weber. That's upstairs, trying to get him to chase. Did not bite at it, and the count's now 1-2. A little bit more separation between 7 and number 9, which is Brookings at number 7 and number 9 at Pierre. Here's a line shot that will get over into foul territory, and then also into fair territory. Aiden Johnson will go pick it back up. It keeps it a 1-2 count here to Ian Weber. But where Pierre is at, and again, you know, still got to get wins, but they certainly are positioned themselves in a spot that can be good at the end of this regular season, even if they don't end up being one of those top 8 teams to host a playoff series. They're going to be in a spot where they feel comfortable to go on the road and get wins, and that's not an easy thing to do. It's not easy to go and beat a team on the road in the playoffs. But Pierre will be one of those, probably the first or second team not to be hosting. This is flown out towards shallow center field. Long run for Porter Hunsley. He will dive, and he will make the catch. Laying out in center for Porter Hunsley, and he'll make the catch for the first out. A fantastic grab by the center fielder. And that's, you know, for other center fielders that are throwing right-handed, you're running towards your left, and you're able to at least put the glove out like it's a basket-style catch diving. Not for Hunsley. Here's a ground ball to Jackson Goodman on the first pitch. The throw to first will be in time, and Ethan Hegg is retired for the second out. Too quickly down here in the top of the second. But Hunsley going to his left and in, and then with the right hand having to backhand dive and lay out, and I mean, those things can go haywire sometimes, and your hand can get caught in the grass and twist under, and wrist can break or sprain, and Hunsley made a fantastic catch and slid his way into safety to make sure that he was going to make the catch and not hurt himself doing it, and a fantastic catch by Porter Hunsley out in center field. And Jacob Ebert, the third baseman, he takes the first pitch for strike one. 0-1 pitch is upstairs, and the count is even at a ball and a strike here to Ebert. Ebert's a 197 batting average, 2 doubles, 7 runs driven in. 1-1. That one's at the knees, and the count's now 1-2. And Templeton looking for that quick top of the second inning. Right-hander gets the sign from the windup. He'll deliver the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and a strikeout to the 1-2-3 inning for Carter Templeton. Highlighted by the diving catch by Porter Hunsley out in center. We'll step aside. We'll come back in a minute. You're listening to Post-State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Verding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Verding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Verding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684.
It is the bottom of the second, and Post-State's and Mitchell tying without a score right now. And it is going to be Will Eilers, Jackson Goodman, Bridger Babcock, 4, 5, and 6 here for Pierre Post-State's. Followed by Riker Edson, Aiden Johnson, and then it would be Porter Hunsley who made that fantastic catch out in center. And speaking of scoreless games, that makes you feel a little bit more like it's soccer style. But Norway beat Ivory Coast 2-1 earlier today, round of 32, and France and Sweden are in the 14th minute without a score. First pitch to Will Eilers is upstairs for ball one. Mexico and Ecuador will play later on tonight. United States play at 7 o'clock tomorrow against Bosnia-Herzegovina. 1-0 pitch to Eilers. Sharp ground ball. There's your first hit of the ball game for either side. Eilers has the base hit. And the Eights are in business here in the bottom of the first. Their first make that bottom of the second. And their first base runner. Jackson Goodman, the third baseman, as he comes to the plate. He is hitting .280 on the season. By the way, Will Eilers was coming in hitting .318. So that average goes up a little bit more. Goodman showing bunt and pulls it back and taking it inside for ball one. We'll see, it is a game where you can, I know it's early on and you're inning and a half in, as that one's over for a strike and the count's 1-1. And Coach Iverson has liked to play small ball throughout this entire summer, but certainly here in the first, again, you've gotten a total of 9 outs so far between both teams, but feels like it could be a much lower scoring game and runs could be at a premium. As Goodman was showing bunt before that pickoff move. 1-1 count, he's showing bunt again. Tyler Christensen from the stretch, and that will be bunted foul, so now the count goes to 1-2. And which means that Goodman will be swinging away here with nobody out. One-two pitch. Goodman swings and misses. And there is the second strikeout now for Christensen. One away here in the bottom of the second. And it brings up Bridger Babcock. He's hitting .308 on the summer. He's got a double, 7 runs driven in. He's had some clutch hits throughout this season. I was going to say first part, but we're definitely in the second half of the season now. But he's had his clutch hits throughout the summer. There's a pickoff attempt. That one slowly gets away from the first baseman. Not quite far enough from Moeller over at first to allow Will Eilers to take second. It was close enough where if you hesitate at all, you got to stay. Here's now the first pitch to Bridger Babcock, and that'll be high and outside for ball one. Babcock, while there is nobody in scoring position right now, he is hitting .313 with runners in scoring position. Half of his at-bats have been quality at-bats. That will hit Babcock on the foot. And so now it's first and seconds here with 1 out. And it brings up Riker Edson to the plate. So both pitchers have hit someone. And Riker Edson at .232 batting average, 2 doubles and a triple. He's got 10 runs driven in so far. This is a big spot here for the Eights. First pitch will miss low for ball one. Trying to get the game's first run in. Here's the 1-0 from Christensen. That one will be a curveball on the outside corner for a strike, and the count is even at a ball and a strike here to the DH, Riker Edson. Here's the 1-1 from Christensen. That one is popped up on shallow left field. Coming in is the left fielder. McCormick will come in and call off Haig. He'll make the catch for the second out. And there's now 2 down to bring up Aiden Johnson. We'll look at the defense here real quick for Mitchell from left to right. Ethan Haig is out in left. Carter McCormick in center. Caden Allen in right. Jacob Ebert at third. Ian Weber at short. Brennan Penny, the second baseman. Kenan Moeller, the first baseman. Dawson Adams behind the plates. And Tyler Christensen on the mound as the first pitch to Aiden Johnson will come in and catch the inside edge for a strike. Johnson's got 4 runs driven in. He's got a 2-out RBI, 2 doubles in the season, 163 average. Here's a ground ball up the middle off of Christensen. Picked up by the third baseman. It was bobbled, but that is an infield single. And the bases are loaded. Hit the foot of Christensen. They will come out to check to make sure that he is okay. I think he is, but they will just make sure that he is okay. Ebert tried to barehand it, but even if he had picked it up cleanly, there is zero chance of throwing out Aiden Johnson running to first. So the bases are now loaded here with 2 away. And it brings up Porter Hunsley, who had the big catch in the top of the second. Now can he get a big hit in the bottom of the second? So Porter Hunsley with 11 runs driven in. He's got 3 doubles. 240 batting average with runners in scoring position. 283 average. We'll take high for ball 1. He's got 5 of his 11 runs driven in, coming with 2 outs. And a big spot here for the Eights to try and get an early lead. That one's at the knees for a strike, and the count is even at 1-1. Will Eilers over at third. Bridger Babcock at second. Aiden Johnson at first. 2 hits and a hit batter have loaded the bases. Hunsley pops this one foul out of play on the right side. And so now the count goes to 1-2, and Tyler Christensen a strike away from leaving the damage out on bases. Christensen from the stretch, the 1-2. Hunsley swings and misses for strike 3, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We head to the top of the third. It is 0-0 between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy, feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy, proud to support our local high school athletes.
It is the top of the third, and the Eights and Mitchell still without a score right now. On the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard, it is 8-9-1. Brennan Pinney, Dawson Adams, and Carter McCormick. Pinney comes in. He is hitting so far 193. All of his hits have been singles, 11 of 57, 7 runs driven in. As the first pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Brennan Pinney, Dawson Adams, Carter McCormick, 8-9-1 here at the top of the third. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. 1-0 pitch, that'll catch the outside edge, and it is even at a ball and a strike. Templeton with a strikeout in each of the first and second innings. That one to be fouled away, and the count's now 1-2. We were talking about the standings earlier and where teams sit. Post 22 has now moved themselves to the number 1 seed. They were going to be in regardless, but they have now moved at number 1. That one will be a strikeout looking of Penny on the outside corner. There's your third strikeout now for Templeton. 1 down here in the top of the third, and it brings up Dawson Adams. So Yankton is that number 2 team. They're the first team, the highest ranked team that is eligible for, and I shouldn't say eligible for the playoffs, but will be playing in the best of 3 series with Post 22 already in because they're hosting the state tournament. Then it goes to Sioux Falls West. Rapid City Post 320 is number 4, Brandon Valley 5, Harrisburg is 6, Brookings at 7, Renner is at 8. And then Pierce that number 9 team as that one's upstairs, and it counts 2-0. here to Dawson Adams. Mitchell at number 10. Watertown, who we'll see on Monday next week, they are number 11. And Huron is number 15. They're the bottom team here in Class A, as that one is taken for a strike. The count's now 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Here's a chopper up the middle, be on the ground for Shufflebine. His throw to first will be in time, and there's 2 away. That one skipped low to the ground after it took a high hop over the mound. Shufflebine makes the play, though, makes it look easy, and there's 2 down and brings up Carter McCormick. Sturgis was kicked out of Class A last week, so they are no longer eligible. They are still playing baseball games, but just no longer eligible and not part of the Class A Legion season. So one of those things that hurts for Pierre, not so much that Sturgis is gone because he didn't have them on the schedule, but that Spearfish lost a couple of wins, as that one is upstairs, making it now 1-1. So they went from being over 250 win percentage to now going to 100 win percentage at 1-9 of the season. So that did take a couple of points off the board, as this one will be flown out towards left field. Aiden Johnson coming in. He'll make the catch on the run near the left field line, and then say 1-2-3, top of the third. We get to the bottom of the third. Still no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. When your tank's running low and your stomach is growling, there's one place Pierre trusts, DJ Senex. Feel it fast. Grab ice-cold drinks, selection of fresh donuts, and that perfect cup of coffee to keep you moving. Friendly faces, quick stops, and everything you need right when you need it. So next time you're on the go, make the easy stop. DJ Senex. Fueled by community, driven by you.
For years, you have trusted Larry Fry Heating and Cooling to keep your home comfortable, no matter the season. Now that same commitment to quality service and expert care has a new name. Introducing Kruger Climate Systems. We're familiar faces, the reliable technicians, and the same dedication you've always known, now under a new banner. From essential repairs and routine maintenance to brand new installations, we're here to ensure your home's perfect temperature. Kruger Climate Systems, your trusted partner for a comfortable home. Call us today for all your heating and cooling needs.
Back here, it is the bottom of the third. No score between Pierre and Mitchell, as it's the top of the order for the Eights. Carter Shufflebine, Hudson Stosher, and Sun and Shine. Anybody reaches base, it'll go to Will Eilers. The Eights had 2 hits last inning. Eilers and Johnson had the 2 singles. Bridger Babcock was hit by a pitch, but the Eights failed to score with the bases loaded. And it brings up Carter Shufflebine here to get us started in this bottom of the third inning. Shufflebine flew out to center in his first at-bat. Tyler Christensen delivers the first pitch. That'll be upstairs for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 now to Shufflebine. There's a high fly ball to left field. Coming in is a left fielder. And Haig will make the catch with McCormick looking like he was only like a half a step behind him. He was right behind Ethan Haig, but Haig makes the catch without feeling the pressure of his teammate, and there's one down. And it brings up Hudson Stosher to the plate. So Stosher looked to be a one-out base runner as he'll wait on the first pitch. That'll come up high for ball 1. So again, Pierre could have had another 6 points to their score had Sturgis not been kicked out of Class A. That one's upstairs, and the count's now 2-1. Now, he could have had maybe a couple of other games in there that without going back and looking, that could have affected other teams too. That one's over for a strike, and the count's now 2-1. And anybody that Spearfish would have played to this point, they also would have moved up a couple of spots, moved back up 6 points. Here's a high chopper. Leaping for it is Ebert, the third baseman from the infield grass. He's able to bring it down, throw it to first, and retire Hudson Stosher for the second out. And it now brings Sun and Shine to the plates with 2 outs and nobody on. That pitch will miss inside. And so they even have a note on the Legion PowerPoint site talking about the decision to remove Sturgis from Class A. Here's a line shot down the left field line, and it is fair. It goes all the way into the corner. Ethan Hegg will pick it up in the corner, and Sun and Shine's got himself a 2-out double, 3rd hit of the ball game, and the Eights still have a man in score position here with 2 outs in this bottom of the 3rd. We'll have a courtesy runner for Sun and Shine. And Hudson Schaefer will go and run for Sun and Shine. And so now Will Eilers with an opportunity to drive in a run. He's got 7 of his 13 runs driven in, coming with 2 outs. He's hitting .250 with runners in scoring position. And it gives the Eights an opportunity here to strike again first, now in the bottom of the 3rd inning. That first pitch will miss outside for ball 1. Eilers has really hit the ball well as of late in that cleanup spot where you see the most, and especially with the 3 guys in front of him. Their on-base percentage, their averages, they get on base quite a bit, so Eilers has had an opportunity to drive in a lot of runs. That one's fouled away, and the count's 1-1 here to Eilers. He's got the chance here with the runner on at second. Schaefer's running for Sun and Shine. 1-1 pitch. Here's a fly ball to left field. Backing up is the left fielder, Hegg, and he's going to reach up to make the catch. Just shy of the track. Eilers put a good run on the ball, but Hegg was able to get back in time to make the catch and get out of the inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the top of the 4th. Still no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP. 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Has life left a dent in your ride? Or maybe you're dreaming of a fresh start for your classic. At Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, we bring vehicles back to life. Located right here in Fort Pierre with over 25 years experience, we specialize in expert auto body repair, from minor dings to major collision work. Got a boat or RV with fiberglass damage? We handle that too. And for projects needing a complete refresh, our professional sandblasting service preps anything ready for a perfect finish. For quality work you can trust, Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, 605-280-4451, 310 West Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre. It is the top of the 4th, and no score between Pierre and Mitchell. American Family Insurance, Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. It will be for post 18, Kanan Moeller, Jackson Hartman, and Caden Allen. He might reach his base, so to go to Ian Weber. Going back and finishing all the thoughts of Sturgis, they actually mentioned it on the South Dakota Legion PowerPoint site. The decision was made largely due to Sturgis' inability to fulfill its commitments to other Legion programs across the state, including multiple forfeits to date. And so, in consultation with the PowerPoint system coordinator, Sturgis will also be removed from PowerPoint calculations because it was given the inconsistencies in games played. They believe this is the most equitable approach and helps avoid creating advantages for certain teams over others. As that first pitch will miss for ball 1 to Cannon Moeller. But the biggest thing is if a team will fall below the threshold of the minimum games played, because of that, they'll look at that by case because it was out of the control of that Legion program. As that one is over for a strike and it's now 1-1. Does not look like that will be the case, but certainly could be, especially if there ends up being rainouts and everything else. There are teams that haven't hit their threshold yet of the minimum games. That is missing outside and the count's 2-1. Their schedule certainly puts them in the spot to make sure they hit the minimum games, but weather also has to cooperate, which it has for the most part. during the baseball season, as it counts 3-1. Here to Cannon Muller from Carter Templeton to lead off here in the top of the 4th inning. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on what would have been ball 4. Muller will chase it. It now runs full at 3-2. And Templeton looking for strikeout number 4. 3-2 pitch. It will just miss low. That's a great pitch by Templeton. After Muller took that pitch, swung at the pitch before, he ends up taking that pitch and almost hit the strike zone, but comes up a little bit low. And Jackson Hartman now will hit with a runner on at first and nobody out. First time the leadoff man's reached base for Mitchell here today. Hartman is showing bunt, and he will miss the bunt attempt for strike 1. As we play here at the top of the 4th, that tells you the number 3 hitter, Jackson Hartman, who's got 3 home runs on the season and 16 runs driven in. That tells you how both these coaches are feeling about how this game is going, that they're feeling like 1 run could do it. And so the number 3 hitter is showing bunt again. Templeton from the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. That will be bunted up the first base line, but it will hit the grass and the agri line, and it will roll foul. And so now the count is 0-2. But it doesn't take Hartman out of a chance to get a base hit. At a .300 batting average, 5 extra base hits. A slugging percentage at .457. He's still got plenty of pop, even down 0-2 in the count. Here's the 0-2 from Templeton. That one's fouled back. So we'll do it again here at 0-2. Both these pitchers so far sitting in a very good spot, as they've been very efficient to this point. That was only pitch number 47 from Templeton. Here's the 0-2 once again. Swing and a miss, and there is the 4th strikeout now for Templeton. There is 1 down here in the top of the 4th, and it brings up Caden Allen to the plate. 42 pitches for Tyler Christensen through 3 innings. By the way, that walk stopped a streak of 7 straight retired back to that top of the 1st inning. Hartman's hit by pitch was the last time that anybody reached base. Everyone's fouled away for strike 1. Allen ground into the fielder's choice, where Stocher was able to field and then step on the bag all at one time. Be pitch number 50 here for Carter Templeton, with 1 out here at the top of the 4th and a runner on at first. That was a fly ball towards right center field. Moving over is the right fielder, Will Eilers. He'll make the catch as he was able to get underneath it. And there's now 2 down. And now Ian Weber, the shortstop, with 2 away. He flew out to center on the diving catch by Porter Hunsley to rob the base hit from Weber. As Cannon Muller will take his lead over at first. Templeton, first pitch will miss low for ball 1. Trying to get through 4 complete, keep this a scoreless game. The Eights will have 5, 6, and 7 due up in that bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 1-0. That one's fouled back, and the count's 1-1. Would think that Danberg will probably be the starter in game 2. That way then he can go and pitch against Watertown. He'd have to be not overly efficient, but he'd have still to be pretty efficient to be able to pitch Thursday and Monday. This one's fouled down the third baseline. So the count goes now 1-2. And then when we get to the Gopher Classic next week, Friday, it'll be a rare chance for a South Dakota team since the turn of the decade with how the seed points line out, which started in 2020. Be a rare chance for a South Dakota team to say, hey, we can go win this tournament. Here's a taken strike 3. Weber will go down looking. 5 strikeouts through 4 innings for Carter Templeton. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the 4th. It is no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
It is the bottom of the 4th, and it is 0-0 between Pierre and Mitchell. On American Family Insurance, Brittany Shufflebein scoreboard. Jackson Goodman, Bridger Babcock, and Riker Edson. 5, 6, and 7 here in this 4th inning. Tyler Christensen has thrown just 42 pitches through 3 innings. And we'll go back to that, the point of we were making with the Gopher Classic coming up next Friday. And I don't want to say that you've never gone to a tournament and not tried to win at the tournament. You go back to the Dakota Classic on a couple weeks ago, middle of June. Here's the first pitch that is grounded to the right side, fielded by the second baseman Penny. As he'll throw to first, 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and it will bring up Bridger Babcock to the plate. But overall, when you go to these tournaments, you're looking at your South Dakota games. Where are you playing your South Dakota game before the tournament? Where's your next South Dakota game after the tournament? And where can I place my pitchers so I can make sure that the right guys are available for those South Dakota games? If I want this guy to throw in this game against this South Dakota team after the tournament, well, that means I have to throw him this time. And then you also have your South Dakota opponent inside the Dakota Classic. So you're starting, which this year was beneficial to play Yankton first because you didn't have to worry about working backwards with your pitching rotation. You start with your number 1 guy and all hands on deck. Then you worry about the rest of the tournament after that, as it counts 1 and 2 here to Bridger Babcock. But other than the Monday game against Watertown, those guys that will throw 80 pitchers or more, that one missile low, and it counts 2 and 2 here to Bridger Babcock. They're not available for Friday, but they would be able to pitch on Saturday. And so there's nothing after that until the playoffs, which will be certainly a week and a half away, so you don't have to worry about it. There's a swing and a miss. The ball will start to get away from the catcher and Dawson Adams. The throw to first, though, will still be in time. And Bridger Babcock is gone for the 4th strikeout of the ball game now for Tyler Christensen, 2 away. And it brings up Riker Edson. All of that being said, you can go all hands on deck for this Gopher Classic and not worry about, okay, if we end up winning, how are we going to handle our pitching if we end up winning and all this stuff. You can go out and win every single game, however you want to do, however you want your pitchers to go, because they're all going to be available for the next time you play a South Dakota opponent. This one will be popped up on the infield on the left side. It'll be Ian Weber that will call for it. He'll make the catch, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Tyler Christensen. We will head to the 5th. Still no score. Halfway home in Game 1 between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR. And you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
At Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, we salute the service and sacrifice of our members. To show our appreciation for veterans, active duty military, and first responders, we're proud to introduce the We Salute Service and Sacrifice Loan Program, granting a special rate reduction on eligible consumer loans. Valid offer on new secure loans only. Internal refinances and unsecured loans do not qualify. Veterans, active duty military, and first responders, contact our loan team for more details. All deposits are insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. At Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, we're big on you.
Wagner Auto in Pierre has been hitting home runs for over 100 years, delivering quality vehicles and top-notch service to our community. Whether you need a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a fuel-efficient car, we've got the perfect lineup to keep you on the road. Proud sponsor of this season's baseball action, we're here to help you drive home a great deal. Stop by today or visit WagnerAuto.com. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer.
It is the top of the fifth. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. And it is going to be 6, 7, and 8. Ethan Haig, Jacob Ebert, and Brennan Hinney. He might reach his base. It'll go to Dawson Adams here as we are past the halfway point of game one, or at least in regulation innings past the halfway point of game one. As Ethan Haig, who grounded out to the third baseman, Jackson Goodman, in his first at-bats. He'll wait on the first pitch here. Carter Templeton will deliver the first pitch. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes it outside for ball one. As we sit here in the top of the fifth, no runs, no hits, no errors for Mitchell. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Pierre. 1-0 pitch. That one's over for a strike. The count's now 1-1. Templeton with 5 strikeouts through 4 innings. That last half inning was the first time he had 2 strikeouts in an inning, as that one will bounce in, get to the backstop. And the count goes now 2-1 to Ethan Haig, the left fielder. 355 average coming in. He's got 3 doubles. He has the team lead, 19 runs driven in. That'll miss outside. The count's 3-1. Saw Jackson Harbin get hit by a pitch in the top of the first. Cannon Muller get walked in the top of the fourth. Now a 3-1 count here to Ethan Haig. Right-handed pitcher delivers. This one is fouled back. The count's now 3-2. And so now a full count pitch upcoming. Templeton, the right-hander from the windup. He'll deliver the payoff pitch. That'll miss low for ball 4 and a leadoff walk issued. Second walk issued, second straight inning with a leadoff walk. And it brings up now Jacob Ebert, the third baseman, who struck out swinging in his first at-bats. You're looking for a chance. Well, we'll see. I don't know if we're going to get a ground ball opportunity right away. I think a ball will be put on the ground, potentially, because I think Ebert's probably going to be showing bunt here. Jackson Goodman thinks the same thing. Ebert is looking like he's going to show bunt. Now he will show bunt. He'll pull it back and take it low for ball 1. Trying to get that base runner to second. They have not had a base runner get to second yet in this ball game, has Mitchell. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bunt attempt again, but pulling it back and taking it high, and the count's now 2-0. And sudden sun and shine will slow things up and try and settle down his starting pitcher, Carter Templeton. Ebert was coming in, hitting 197. He does have 2 doubles and 7 runs driven in. He is susceptible to strikeout, 13 strikeouts. His team strikes out 146 times through 24 games to this point. They've walked 110 times, so they've struck out more than they have walked, which is the case as well to this point of the ball game. 2-0 pitch, bunting it down the first base line. Will it roll foul? It will roll all the way down the line. It will be picked up. Oh, it is a foul ball. It will end up being a foul ball. The runner would have been out at first, but it was picked up foul by Bridger Babcock, and it turns into now a 2-1 count. And I don't know if I've ever seen a ball go all the way down the line like that. where the play was made because Babcock picked it up while standing on the bag at first. The runner was going to be out had the ball been fair, but it ends up being a foul ball right at the last moment, and the count's now 2-1. Looked like it was going to go foul halfway up the line. Never did until the last second. But also, great job by Babcock to pick it up, whether it was foul or not, to pick it up where he still could get Ebert out at first. We'll see if Ebert's bunting again. He is, and he will bunt it to the first base side another time, and Templeton will pick that one up, and it will end up being thrown to first, so just one extra pitch from Templeton. But Mitchell does get their first guy to second for the first time today. The sacrifice is good, 1-3. And it's Brennan Penny to the plate. He struck out looking in his first trip up. And now we'll have time called again, and Sun and Shine will go out, and because it's the first time there's a guy on second, they will make sure they're on the same page with what number sign they want to go with. Penny, who struck out looking in his first trip, as he'll dig in and mention that he was coming in hitting 193. The second baseman will wait on the first pitch here from Templeton. Couple of checks of the runner at second. First pitch will miss low for ball one. First time that Templeton is dealing with the guy on second. Mitchell now looking to strike for the first time in the ball game and take the first lead of this game. That 1-0 pitch again will just miss a little bit low. Those are good spots to miss, just not right at the edge of the strike zone. So the count's 2-0 here to Brennan Penny. From the stretch, the pitch. That one is going to find the outside corner, and the count goes to 2-1. Looking for a pop-up, looking for maybe a ground ball on the left side. 2-1 pitch, ground ball to the right side. Hudson Stosher will field that one, and on the run, he'll throw to first for the second out. So it does move the runner over. That's why I mentioned about getting the ball, ground ball on the left side. You can keep that runner over at second, but now he'll stand 90 feet away for the game's first run. And a 4-3 ground out to Brennan Penny. And Dawson Adams, the number 9 man in the batting order, he's got a chance to put Mitchell up in front here in the top of the fifth inning. Ground out to the shortstop, Shufflebine in his first at-bats. First pitch to Adams. He'll swing and ground that one over to Goodman at third. He will field his throw to first, and that will get out of the inning. Tiptoed out of danger in the top of the fifth for Templeton in the eighth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Still no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When the South Dakota wind howls and the rain pours, is your home ready? Introducing Pierre Roofing and Gutters, the newest name serving Pierre, Fort Pierre, and surrounding communities. Owned by Karsten Erickson, the same expert you've trusted for years at Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, we're expanding to keep our community covered. From full replacement to seamless gutter installs, Karsten and his team deliver. Don't wait for the next storm. Call Pierre Roofing and Gutters today for a free estimate. 605-280-8080. Pierre Roofing and Gutters. Built strong. Built local.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
As we welcome you back, it is the bottom of the fifth. No score between Pierre and Mitchell on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shufflebine scoreboard. 8-9-1, Aiden Johnson, Porter Hunsley, and Carter Shufflebine. He might reach his base. We go Hudson Stosher. Again, both these pitchers are in very good spots to go deep into the ball game, and obviously right now being 5 innings deep for Carter Templeton, he is still can go 6 to 7 innings as he has thrown just 69 pitches through those 5 innings. So he still has another 36 pitches to work with to try and get through the 6 and 7. Christensen, he's only thrown 50 pitches through 4 innings, so he's got 55 pitches left over the next 3, where he threw 50 in the first 4. So both these guys are on good pace to help out this doubleheader, both the coaching staffs for their doubleheader. The fact that if you don't have to use any reliever in game 1, it opens the door to really not have to worry necessarily so much about game 2, because everybody that you have available for the doubleheader, which Pierre has everybody available already, but it gives a lot of more options in game 2. 1-0 pitch to Aiden Johnson's popped up on the left side. Ian Weber, a step into the grass out and left, will make the catch. And the shortstop will make the play for the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. And it brings up Porter Hunsley to the plate. He struck out swinging with the bases loaded to end that bottom of the 2nd inning. That one is upstairs for ball 1. The Eights have left 4 guys on base so far. For Mitchell, they've left 3 guys on base. This will be popped foul. That will get out of play behind home plate. And the count is now 1-1 here to Hunsley. Got a good crowd on hand here on a Tuesday afternoon as we were pulling up to 5 o'clock. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball, third baseman and Eberts. He will glove that one. A little bit of a snow cone job as well. And he will throw to first for the 2nd out. And 2 quickly down here in the bottom of the 5th. And it will bring up Carter Scheffelbein to the plate. Scheffelbein's 0 for 2. He flew out to center and left. That wind blowing in doesn't help those fly balls to go deeper in the ballpark. And he'll swing and ground that first pitch foul to the third base side for strike 1. And that ball will roll all the way to the foul line, but it will stay in foul territory. Here's the 0-1 now from Christensen. Scheffelbein with a fly ball to right field this time. Long run coming in as the right fielder Allen. He will make the catch. And it's a 1-2-3 5th inning for Christensen. We head to the 6th, still looking for our first run between these two teams. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732.
Your mornings shouldn't start in chaos. At Pierre Closets, we create custom closets, laundry rooms, mudrooms, and more designed to change how your day starts, lowering stress, lifting your mood, and helping you get out the door on time. Manufactured locally in Pierre, our solutions are built around how you live. Reclaim your time by reclaiming your space. Call Pierre Closets at 605-223-5855 for a free in-home design consultation. Pierre Closets, organized for life.
Top of the 6th, it is still no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Carter Templeton with 69 pitches through 5 innings as he works here in the top of the 6th against the top of the order of Mitchell. Carter McCormick, Cannon Moeller, and Jackson Hartman. The line score for both these teams pretty empty so far. No runs, no hits, no errors for Mitchell. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Pierre. Both teams are absolutely happy with there being zeros on the error column for both of these teams. But hits have been at a premium. The Eights had 2 hits in the bottom of the 2nd. They had a 2-out double by Sutton Sunshine in the 3rd, and that's all they've had as the first pitch is over for strike 1. Here to Carter McCormick. Ground out to the second baseman, Hudson Stosher. That started the ball game. And he flew out to left to end the 3rd to Aiden Johnson. 0-1 pitch. That one is grounded foul over to the first base dugout, and the count is now at 0-2. 5 strikeouts still for Carter Templeton. Last inning was the first time he did not strike anybody out. So he's looking to get back on that strikeout train. 0-2 pitch. That is outside. That counts 1-2. And he had 36 pitches to work with going into this inning. Now down to 33 as he's trying to get through at least 7 complete. But right now you're just getting through the 6th inning. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss and a strikeout. There is strikeout number 6 for Templeton. One away. Brings up Cannon Muller, who is 0 for 1. He struck out back in the first. He did walk to lead off the 4th inning. It was the first time since the 3rd. The leadoff man is retired. Back-to-back walks to open up the 4th and 5th inning. I guess I should more just say a walk to open up the 4th and 5th inning. Because Mitchell has not had 2 base runners on in any inning together. 1-0 pitch. Here's a fly ball to right field. That is right to Will Eilers, though, who will make the catch for the second out. And it brings up Jackson Hartman now to the plate. So with 2 away, it brings up Jackson Hartman. He was hit by a pitch back in the first. He struck out swinging in the 4th. He is 0 for 1. Number 3 man in the batting order. Going to keep this from a 1-2-3 inning from Carter Templeton. First pitch to him. That was a check swing and a full swing for strike 1. Right-hander Templeton. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That is upstairs, and the count is at 1-1. Pierre will have 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hudson Stosher, Sun and Shine, and Will Eilers. Here's the 1-1, and it comes high and inside, and the count's 2-1 here to Jackson Hartman. Templeton from the windup, the 2-1. That one's a curveball that will drop in for a strike, and the count's now 2-2. Hartman put his head up in the air. I think he realized that it probably was the pitch to go after him, but it froze him. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one's off the handle. It'll be a slow roller for Bridger Babcock, who will field. Flips to Templeton, who is covering, and that will end the inning. 3-1 on the ground out. 1-2-3 inning for Templeton in the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Still no score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Did you know a well-maintained AC will last up to 40% longer? Save money and extend the life of your equipment with AirTech Heating and Cooling. From Oneida to Fort Pierre, we help homeowners and businesses slash their energy costs with high-efficiency cooling systems and precision maintenance. Don't let a dirty filter or low refrigerant drain your wallet this summer. Experience the AirTech advantage. Call AirTech today at 605-945-0160 to join our maintenance program. AirTech Heating and Cooling, locally owned, keeping the Pierre area comfortable for over 20 years.
Bottom of the 6th, it is 2, 3, and 4 here for Pierre as they're trying to get on the scoreboard to get the first lead of the ball game. Still 0-0 between Pierre and Mitchell as you're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Hudson Stosher 0 for 2 so far. First pitch is at the top of the zone for strike 1. Tyler Christensen, that was pitch number 58 for him. It was an 11-pitch inning for Carter Templeton, so he's sitting at 80 going into the top of the 7th. Here's the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, and a curveball in the dirt, and the count's 0-2 now here to Stosher. Christensen looking for the strikeout, the 0-2 pitch. And a miss low and away. The count's now 1-2. 4 strikeouts for him. No walks issued He's hit just one guy so far. That one is outside. That counts 2-2. Eilers had a base hit. Bridger Babcock got hit by a pitch, and Aiden Johnson had an infield single. Probably would have gone, actually, probably saved a run that it ended up hitting Christensen, as that one's fouled away. Here's the 2-2. That'll miss low, and the count's 3-2. But had that ball that Johnson hit back in the bottom of the second, if it doesn't go off of Christensen's foot, probably goes up the middle through and for a base hit. And that could have been a base hit for the, or a run scoring for the Eights. This will be a base hit for the Eights as Hudson Stosher goes the other way in the 3-2 and lines it into right field for the fourth hit of the ball game for Pierre. And it brings up Sutton Sunshine. Now a opportunity. What do you do if you're Coach Iverson? Do you bunt Stosher over with your number 3 hitter? Obviously, Mitchell was thinking that earlier in the 4th inning when they had Jackson Hartman try to bunt, and he ended up striking out. Now Sunshine, is he going to try and bunt? He will try and bunt, and that will come inside for ball 1. Stosher got a big jump over at first. He's going to be careful that ball actually gets put down and doesn't get too far off of first and gets back picked. Now a pickoff attempt, and diving back in safely over at first is Stosher. Here's the 1-0 bunt attempt down the first base line. Perfectly placed for the first out, moving Stosher to second. The sacrifice is good, and it brings up now Will Eilers, Jackson Goodman, these two guys with a chance to try and drive in the game's first run. 1-3 on the sacrifice bunt. Mitchell had a sacrifice bunt back in the 5th inning. It did not pay off for him. Now it's Eilers. First pitch will come on the inside edge for strike 1. He backed away from it, but it is taken for a strike. Here's the 0-1. He swings and misses at the 0-1 pitch above the eyes, and the count's now 0-2. So now Eilers has got to battle. Down 0-2 in the count. Runner on at second, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. Scoreless game between Pierre and Mitchell. Here's the 0-2 from Christensen. Swing and a miss. The throw will have to go to first. Stosher will take off for third. He will get to third. You move the runner over, not necessarily how you draw it up. It is a strikeout. 2-3 on the put out. And Stosher now at third base with 2 away. And it's up to Jackson Goodman. First pitch swinging, has a line shot into center field for a base hit, and the H will take a 1-0 lead. Jackson Goodman comes through with 2 outs in the 6th, and we've got our first run of the ball game. And so now Bridger Babcock to the plate. Little insurance run doesn't hurt. As Goodman swung at the first pitch to get the base hit, Babcock swings at the first pitch and fouls it back. RBI number 6 for Jackson Goodman, 4th 2-out RBI of the season. He's now 1 for 3 in the ball game. Babcock 0 for 1 right now. He was hit by a pitch in the 2nd, struck out swinging in the 4th. That one's fouled away again. The count's now 0-2. Mitchell will have 4, 5, and 6 up in the top of the 7th inning. Caden Allen, Ian Weber, and Ethan Hegg. Templeton will have 25 pitches to work with, throwing 80 through the first 6 innings. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and another have to be a throw to first as Christensen will get a strikeout. He ends up striking out, he got 2 strikeouts, but a big RBI single for Jackson Goodman gives the Eights a 1-0 lead. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 7th. It is a 1-0 lead for Pierre over Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When life throws you a curveball, May Adam Law Firm in Pierre is here to help you knock it out of the park. For over 130 years, we've been providing trusted legal expertise in business, family law, criminal defense, and more. Proud sponsors of this season's baseball action, we're committed to serving our community, both on and off the field. Need legal advice? Step up to the plate with May Adam Law Firm. Visit mayadam.net or call today. May Adam, South Dakota's law firm since 1881.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Well, here we go. Top of the 7th. It is a 1-0 lead for Pierre over Mitchell. Caden Allen, Ian Weber, and Ethan Hegg, the first 3 hitters, 4, 5, and 6. First pitch is over for strike 1. So the number 4 hitter, Caden Allen, who's 0 for 2. He grounded into a fielder's choice in the first at the end of the inning, and then he flew out to right back in the top of the 4th. 0-1 pitch. That'll be high. The count's now 1-1. Jackson Goodman's RBI single with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th have given the Eights an opportunity to win this here in the 7th. 1-1 pitch becomes a 1-2 count with a swing and miss by Caden Allen. And Templeton looking for strikeout number 7. Here's the 1-2. Taken for strike 3, and there is strikeout number 7. Allen had to be looking for an off-speed breaking ball of some kind, and a fastball right on the outside corner. Gets the first strikeout, the first out here at the top of the 7th, and brings up the shortstop, Ian Weber. Here's the first pitch from Templeton to Weber. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Weber's 0 for 2. He flew out to center. Diving catch by Porter Hunsley. And then a strikeout looking in the top of the 4th. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line shot. Stosher dives, but he can't make the catch. The tying run will reach base, and the no-hitter will be taken away with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Stosher ends up patting his chest, telling Carter Templeton, my bad, but I don't know how. I mean, that was a Superman effort from Hudson Stosher to try and get that ball. He nearly was able to dive for it. I don't think there's anything to apologize about if you're Hudson Stosher. But now the attention, without being the no-hitter, now with 1 out at the top of the 7th, you got to go get these next couple outs here. Cannot let that fester into a couple more hits. More importantly is the win at hand that the Eights are trying to get over Mitchell. First pitch missed outside for ball 1 to Ethan Hegg, the left fielder. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one is grounded over to the second base side. Stosher will field. He only plays the first. The throw to first is in time. And there's now 2 down. But the tying run will move into scoring position here with 2 away. And Jacob Eberts, who was 0 for 1 with a strikeout back in the 2nd. He had a sacrifice bunt back at the top of the 5th. So the tying run at 2nd. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. 1-0 lead for the Eights. Here's the first pitch. That is upstairs for ball 1. And right now Weber's trying to get a big secondary lead because he wants to score on anything that gets through the infield. Here's the 1-0 pitch. There's a fly ball to right field. Will Eilers is right there. Roll Eights. A 1-hit shutout for Carter Templeton. And the Eights will win it 1-0. It took just hour and 18 minutes to get the job done. And the Aids will win it 1-0 over Mitchell. A one-hit to complete game shutout for Carter Templeton. And Pierre now moves to 11-9 in South Dakota play. They're now 12-13 overall. We'll come back and wrap up game one between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Step up to the plate with Kathy Sunshine Properties in Pierre, your go-to for buying, selling, and finding your perfect home. Whether you're looking for a cozy cottage or a spacious family home, Kathy Sunshine Properties has you covered. We're committed to helping you make your next big move, on the field or in your life. Ready to find your dream home? Call Kathy Sunshine Properties at 605-224-5588. Your home run in real estate.
As we welcome you back, it is a final score. Pierre Post State will get a 1-0 one-hit shutout from Carter Templeton over Mitchell Post 18. As the one run comes in the bottom of the sixth, an RBI single for Jackson Goodwin with 2 outs. Hudson Stosher, the leadoff single. He was bunted over to second by Sudden Sunshine. A strikeout on a pitch in the dirt of Will Eilers with the throw going to first, allowed Stosher to get to third. And then the line shot base hit up the middle for Jackson Goodman, gave the Aids the 1-0 lead as Stosher came in to score without a play. And then Carter Templeton with 1 out in the top of the seventh gave up his only base hit. And he was able then to get a ground out and a fly out to get the one-hit shutouts, and he was inches away from a no-hitter. Stosher had an incredible diving opportunity, but just unable to make the catch. The only base hit for Mitchell coming off the bat of Ian Weber. As Tyler Christensen goes the distance for Mitchell, 6 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 0 walks, 6 strikeouts. He did hit 1 man. 73 pitches thrown for Christensen, so he's only on 3 days rest going into if they play between Wednesday, or I guess probably not playing on Saturday, so it probably doesn't matter overall. He can't pitch through Friday, so they're probably not playing on the 4th of July. Carter Templeton goes the distance with his complete game one-hit shutout. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. He did hit 1 man as well. 90 pitches thrown. The Aids had 5 hits. It was Hudson Stosher who went 1 for 3. Sunshine goes 1 for 2. Will Eilers goes 1 for 3. Jackson Goodman 1 for 3. And Aiden Johnson goes 1 for 2. As Pierre didn't get through the order 3 times, neither did Mitchell, though. Mitchell had the number 8 and number 9 guys, Brennan Penny and Dawson Adams, not come to the plate 3 times. And then Riker Edson, Aiden Johnson, and Porter Hunsley did not come to the plate, although they would have if we had gone to the bottom of the 7th. Time of the ball game was 1 hour and 18 minutes, so we will get started of Game 2 prior to 6 o'clock. And a well-played game. They combined 2 walks, only 4 free passes in total, with each pitcher hitting a guy. and then 6 hits in total. So a good pitcher's duel that Carter Templeton gets the win, and the Eights are now 11-9 in South Dakota games, 12-13 overall. Mitchell falls to 8-8 in South Dakota play with that loss to the Eights, and Pierre certainly tries to keep them above Mitchell and trying to get into that top 8 again to be hosting a first-round playoff series, that best-of-3 series coming up in a couple of weeks. So that is game 1 of our doubleheader. We've got game 2 coming up here in just a little while. We'll hear from News Director Zach Nelson, his 5 o'clock news coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. It's a little bit later than he normally would have his news, but we'll hear from him coming up in just a little bit as we break, and we'll come back with game 2. We'll keep the same video going on YouTube here on KCCR Sports. You'll hear the news, and then we'll get you set for game 2 between Pierre and Mitchell. But a big win for Post State in game 1, 1-0. In an hour and 18 minutes on a one-hit shutout by Carter Templeton. The Eights pick it up, a 1-0 win over Mitchell. Back here in 3 minutes to get you the 5 o'clock news as you're listening to KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Step up to the plate with Overhead Door Company of Pierre. Like your favorite team, we deliver reliability, strength, and top-notch performance. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been the most respected name in the industry. From commercial or residential repairs to full upgrades, our team of technicians stand ready to provide winning results. Don't let a faulty garage door strike you out. Look for the signature red ribbon and call the industry MVP at 605-224-6200. Bring your garage door game to the big leagues.
People helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back. The sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebite Agency, LLC, 224-6627.
Spring is the season for a fresh start, and that includes your technology. Whether you are looking to upgrade or need to breathe new life into your current device, CommTech is your one-stop solution. Experience the brilliance of LG OLED TVs, the immersive sound of Sonos and JBL, or the unmatched performance of Lenovo laptops. Buy with confidence thanks to our price match guarantee and 0% interest on selected purchases. We're your locally owned technology experts on the truck bypass. CommTech. We sell the best and fix the rest.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Birding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Birding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Birding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684. When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
Residents of Highmore continue to pick up what's left behind after Category 4 hurricane winds thrashed the city and surrounding areas early Monday morning.
It's about 6:15 this morning. Highmore was hit with straight-line winds, is what we're calling it right now. It's been reported over 130-mile-an-hour winds have hit. There's significant damage to trees and homes and businesses here within the city. The entire city of Highmore is without power currently, and our rural customers, it is hit and miss on whether they have lost power. We do have transmission lines that are down. We have power lines down here within the city limits of Highmore. We are thankful to say there have been no fatalities.
Highmore Public Information Officer Carrie Stevenson says there were some minor injuries, but did not have a set number. With the town out of power, one of the most pressing needs was dealing with damage to a local nursing home.
Our nursing home did have to be evacuated this morning due to damage to their facility, but we have had great response from our neighboring communities to assist in that, to get all those residents of our nursing home to a different and safe location.
A grid search was conducted through the city and impact area within Hyde County to check resident safety and medical needs. Hyde County Emergency Manager Jim Stevenson and Hyde County Sheriff Kylie Reinhardt says the response to help Highmore has been amazing.
Gettysburg, Faulkton, Gan Valley, pretty much within 60 miles of us, we've got people here or have had. I've got offers from all four corners of the state.
Dewey, Lyman County brought their ambulance. Dan County offered their ambulance services. We got Game Fish and Park Highway Patrol.
We had a great response of first responders.
BIA helped with our shutdown of 47. We had to make Highmore a no-access point. It still is that way. There's no access into Highmore.
Governor Larry Roden toured the damage in Highmore Monday afternoon. Rapid City Pier and Eastern Railroad crews were in Highmore clearing fallen trees from railroad tracks in the city. Outside of Highmore, at least 12 wind turbines collapsed due to the winds measured by the National Weather Service of 131 miles an hour near Holabird and Highmore. The Pierre City Commission is meeting tonight at the Pierre Municipal Building. The meeting will start with 3 items of special business. That special business includes an update from the State Historical Society on the opening of the State Museum, an update on the lighting project for cornhole boards at Divine Park, and a visit from the USS Pierre crew members. The first action for the Commission is consideration of a 3-item consent calendar including minutes and claims, and a new seasonal hire for the Solid Waste Department. It's all new business to the end of the meeting. Commissioners will consider approval of temporary liquor license requests filed by Larkspur Landing Event Center. The events will be held July, August, October, November, and December. Commissioners will discuss the Missouri River Outlook Trail Water Services Agreement with Eldon Becker and Solid Waste Refuse Hauler Agreements. The Commission will also give first reading to ordinance revisions regarding the use of e-bicycles in the city. The meeting will end with Commissioners presenting any dialogue they may have. The Pierre Pierre City Commission meets tonight at 5:30 p.m. The meeting is open to the community. Members of the crew of the USS Pierre Littoral Combat Ship are making their ship's namesake city their new home port, at least until the 4th of July. Commander Justin Guernsey says the Pierre's crew is putting LCS-38 through its final checks and balances before being put to work.
For the last 4 or 5 months, we've been doing ship qualification trials. And so the crew has been out shooting missiles, shooting guns, making sure that it can do what we need to do in combat. And we just finished that up a couple of weeks ago. We finished up our final contract trials, showing that the ship was built the way it's supposed to be built. And we are getting ready to start our deployment basic phase cycle and workups to go to the next phase of the ship's life, which is overseas, doing what the country needs it to do there.
This visit is the third by sailors on the pier, and Guernsey says there is an eagerness by the crew to visit the ship's namesake.
And we have been distributing it as fairly as we can across the crew for folks that want to come. And now we're at the point where we have a bunch of repeat visitors that really want to get back out here and see all the friends that they met. And we're getting close to that point. We're not quite there yet. Our crew size is about 112 once we're fully manned. As we're working up, we haven't quite got there yet, so we're at about 70 or 80 folks. And I think we've cycled about 30 of them through once we're done with this trip. And so we're going to try and get a few more folks in for the first time, and then we're going to start allowing some repeat customers.
Guernsey says the best part of crew visits like this are meeting residents.
For sure, the people, every interaction we have, we're blown away by the hospitality and the friendship that we formed with everybody. Mike Melhoff obviously is a big motivating factor in getting us here. And then, you know, the fun activities we've done, we've toured the Capitol. We had a chance to sign up in the rotunda. Honored, right, to get up there, and I think so far every crew member has been able to do that. We also have gone out on the river. We did a pontoon flotilla one time. We've toured the water treatment plant, and I think this week we're going to get a chance to go to the water park, which sounds pretty exciting.
Guernsey's time leading the pier is coming to an end later this year. His duty assignment will be changing, and assuming command of the pier will be current Executive Officer Audrey Moonji. The out-of-time school program in Phillip has been awarded a 21st Century Community Learning Centers grant from the South Dakota Department of Education. The Phillip Elementary School Promoting Achievement and Wonder with Scotties or PAWS program is receiving $983,198 out of over $9 million to be split by similar programs across the state. The Phillip PAWS program is supported by the Black Hills Special Services Cooperative. 21st Century Community Learning Center grants provide resources for programs that establish and expand activities in the communities that focus on improving academic achievement and providing meaningful family engagement opportunities outside of a regular school day. The grants provide funds from $50,000 to $300,000 per year over a 4-year period for eligible organizations, which include school districts, community-based organizations, nonprofits, for-profits, local governments, higher education institutes, public or private organizations, tribal schools, and religious organizations. And Congress has yet to reauthorize Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act. South Dakota Senator Mike Round says 702 has been in place for decades.
In 2002, we implemented basically the foreign surveillance activities, and in that act, there was a section, and it's identified as 702, which authorizes us to be able to basically wiretap terrorists and foreign organizations. And we're really, really good at it. We monitor communications around the world, and as we monitor it, we monitor to find out what bad guys are going to do.
Brown says 702 allows intelligence officials to snoop in on terrorist activities.
And what we try to do is to find out in advance by listening to their, looking at emails, text messages, phone calls, and so forth. But when we do that, we have to be able to protect the communication services from being sued. FISA 702 is what does that. It's what authorizes their release of that information to our intelligence community.
Brown says he was surprised President Donald Trump pulled back on his nomination of Jay Clayton as Director of National Intelligence.
I was going to actually introduce Jay because I knew him when he was the Director of the Securities and Exchange Commission, we work together on the banking committee in terms of a lot of different issues. So he had asked me if I would introduce him. I was looking forward to that. Came as a complete surprise when the president said, let's hold up on getting this across. I think we should have gotten him in, gotten him back in place again. We need that director of national intelligence to coordinate the ongoing activities of the intelligence community.
There are no immediate plans for Congress to reconsider reauthorization of Section 702 in the near future. With your Riverfront Broadcasting News, I'm News Director Zach Nelson reporting. News anytime online at kccrradio.com.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
When your tank's running low and your stomach is growling, there's one place Pierre trusts, DJ Settings. Feel it fast, grab ice-cold drinks, selection of fresh donuts, and that perfect cup of coffee to keep you moving. Friendly faces, quick stops, and everything you need right when you need it. So next time you're on the go, make the easy stop. DJ Settings. Fueled by community, driven by you.
For years, you have trusted Larry Fry Heating and Cooling to keep your home comfortable, no matter the season. Now that same commitment to quality service and expert care has a new name. Introducing Kruger Climate Systems. We're familiar faces, the reliable technicians, and the same dedication you've always known, now under a new banner. From essential repairs and routine maintenance to brand new installations, we're here to ensure your home's perfect temperature. Kruger Climate Systems, your trusted partner for a comfortable home. Call us today for all your heating and cooling needs.
Stulken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stulken Peterson LLP. 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Has life left a dent in your ride? Or maybe you're dreaming of a fresh start for your classic. At Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, we bring vehicles back to life. Located right here in Fort Pierre with over 25 years experience, we specialize in expert auto body repair, from minor dings to major collision work. Got a boat or RV with fiberglass damage? We handle that too. And for projects needing a complete refresh, our professional sandblasting service preps anything ready for a perfect finish. For quality work you can trust, Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, 605-280-4451, 310 West Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
At Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, we salute the service and sacrifice of our members. To show our appreciation for veterans, active duty military, and first responders, we're proud to introduce the We Salute Service and Sacrifice Loan Program, granting a special rate reduction on eligible consumer loans. Valid offer on new secure loans only. Internal refinances and unsecured loans do not qualify. Veterans, active duty military, and first responders, contact our loan team for more details. All deposits are insured up to $250,000 by NCUA. At Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, we're big on you.
Wake
Wagner Auto in Pierre has been hitting home runs for over 100 years, delivering quality vehicles and top-notch service to our community. Whether you need a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a fuel-efficient car, we've got the perfect lineup to keep you on the road. Proud sponsor of this season's baseball action, we're here to help you drive home a great deal. Stop by today or visit WagnerAuto.com. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer.
When the South Dakota wind howls and the rain pours, is your home ready? Introducing Pierre Roofing and Gutters, the newest name serving Pierre, Fort Pierre, and surrounding communities. Owned by Karsten Erickson, the same expert you've trusted for years at Karsten Erickson Roofing and Construction, we're expanding to keep our community covered. From full replacement to seamless gutter installs, Karsten and his team deliver. Don't wait for the next storm. Call Pierre Roofing and Gutters today for a free estimate. 605-280-8080. Pierre Roofing and Gutters. Built strong. Built local.
As we welcome you back, we are just about set to get started here in game number 2 of our doubleheader between Pierre and Mitchell, as the Eights will be taking the field here in just a moment, and they'll be looking to get that second win here after a 1-0 win in game 1 over Mitchell. That was a one-hit shutout for Carter Templeton, and it is one that's for Templeton. You had it all the way until the top of the 7th. That one hit comes with only one out in the 7th inning. That tying run did get over into scoring position, but a line shot to right, and Will Eilers will put that one away to get that win for Post 8 over Mitchell in the first game of our doubleheader. In game 2, let's look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. First for Mitchell, Post 18. Carter McCormick is leading off. He is the pitcher. Ian Weber, the shortstop, batting second. Jackson Hartman, the second baseman, will bat third. Caden Allen, the center fielder, batting fourth. Ethan Hegg, the left fielder, batting fifth. Cannon Muller, the first baseman, will bat sixth. Tyler Christensen, the third baseman, batting seventh. Dawson Adams, the catcher, will bat eighth. And Avery Kaus, the right fielder, will bat ninth for Post 18. For Pierre Post 8, Carter Schuffelbein will lead off again. He's the shortstop. Hudson Stosher batting second, the second baseman. Sutton Sonnenschein, the catcher, will bat third. Will Eilers, the right fielder, batting fourth. Jackson Goodman, the third baseman, will bat fifth. Bridger Babcock, the first baseman, batting sixth. Alec Eilers, the DH, will bat seventh. Aiden Johnson is the left fielder, batting eighth. And Porter Hunsley, the center fielder, batting ninth, with Will Danberg on the mound to start game 2 of our doubleheader. Let's take one more break. We'll come back in a minute, and we've got the first pitch of game 2 on the way next. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
AGE Corporation has been building South Dakota for over 60 years. For all your site work, construction, and crane needs, AGE is there for you. If you need a boat dock and dock lighting, AGE has what you need. Visit their website, agecorp.com, or give them a call at 223-2732. AGE Corporation, providing high-quality services without sacrificing safety. Visit agecorp.com or call 223-2732. As we welcome you back, it is the start of Game 2 between Pierre and Mitchell. Post 18, John Wickler with you on this Tuesday evening. It kind of feels a little bit like a Thursday for some. Maybe you're off on Thursday and Friday, so your weekend's almost here. But it is a Tuesday night, Tuesday evening here at Hyde Stadium. And just about set for our second game. Will Danberg is on the mound as he will be making his fourth start and fifth appearance overall. 19 1/3 innings to this point, so 3-0 record with a save. He's got one of the 3 saves for the Eights. 14 hits allowed, 7 runs, 6 of them earned, 8 walks, and 15 strikeouts. The ERA is at 2.17, the whip at 1.14, and a batting average against at 200. First pitch strike percentage at 60% for Will Danberg as he is trying to finish his warm-up tosses here, and then we'll get rolling with Game 2. Only 1 run in that first game. It certainly is going to be you can't expect a 1-0 game, but with Danberg on the mound, they're going to go with Carter McCormick, who has got an ERA at 1.34 and a WHIP at 1.09. It's hard to say that it wouldn't be a 1-0 game. I think runs are going to be at a premium once again in Game 2 of our doubleheader, but we'll see how things play out as Carter McCormick, the pitcher, will dig in to get us started here in Game 2 of our doubleheader. As the first pitch from Danberg will come in, McCormick will drop down a bunt back in front of the mound. Danberg picks it up. His throw to first is not going to be in time. It'll be an infield single on the first pitch of the ball game at 5:45 for first pitch. And it is McCormick on at first. And after it took all until the top of the 7th with one out to get a hit, it takes just one pitch to get a base hit. Ian Weber is stepping to the plate. Obviously, it is a bunt single, but it is still a base hit. And now Weber is showing bunt to try and put a runner into scoring position here quickly for Mitchell. The runner takes off. The pitch will be low, and there will be no throw as Sun and Shine couldn't handle it. And it is a stolen base for Carter McCormick. So he is in scoring position. It's a 1-0 count, and Mitchell is trying to quickly get a run here. And now Bridger Babcock, for the first time today, will creep in on the first base side. We'll see if Weber wants to bunt another time here. He will show bunt and will drop it down the third base side, but that will be foul. And the count is 1-1 now here to Weber. So with McCormick on at second, counts 1-1 here to Ian Weber. Number 2 man the batting order here for Mitchell. He'll show bunt again. He'll drop that one foul in front of the plate. Then it rolls behind the plate. Good backspin if you're maybe chipping on a green, but not so much in front of home plate. And the count's now 1-2. So Danberg now looking for a strikeout, but Weber will be swinging away. As Danberg peers in for the sign. Here's the 1-2. I want to miss outside, and the count goes to now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Weber in Game 1 had the lone hits. 1 for 3 in that ball game. Got to second, but that tying run was left stranded there. Here's now the 2-2 from Danberg. That one's off the end of the bat, and it will roll its way to the first base dugout, and the count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So here is another 2-2 coming to Ian Weber. The pitch. This is popped up. That'll get out of play on the left side. As it drops right on Capitol Avenue and bounces its way across. So the count stays at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Another 2-2 pitch here from Danberg. And this will be lifted to left field. Long run for Aiden Johnson, and that he will run out of room, and it will land foul. The count remains at 2-2. A long run in foul territory, and it kept hooking its way foul. So, another 2-2 pitch upcoming. Danberg from the stretch. Here is the 2-2. That one's another foul ball down the left field line. And so the battle continues here between Danberg and Weber, just the number 2 batter in this game. This at-bat feels longer than the first game in total. This is the 9th pitch of the at-bat. 2-2 pitch. This will be lifted into shallow right field. Long run for Will Eilers as Hudson Stosher will call for it. The second baseman will make the catch for the first out. And the 9 pitch at bat goes in favor of Danberg for the first out here in the top of the first inning. So now here's Jackson Hartman as the second baseman will look to try and drive in Mitchell's first run today, not just in this game, but today. As he went in game 1, 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. That will miss low for ball 1. That's a big block there for Sudden Sunshine. Keeps that runner at second. It's already the 11th pitch from Danberg, who only had 1 pitch thrown to Carter McCormick. Here's the 1-out. This will be popped up. That'll be out of play behind home plate. And it's now 1-1. And Jackson Hartman was coming in today hitting .300, which is right around the team high. Ethan Hegg was hitting a little bit better. Carter McCormick hitting better. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's a check swing, but a full swing. Oh, or maybe it's just a called strike. I think Hartman wanted to check to see did I swing or was that a called strike? And the home plate umpire shook his head, so I'm not sure what the question was. But either way, it's a strike 2, and the count's now 1-2. The point with the finger makes it seem like it was a called strike. There's a swing and a miss of Hartman, and there's a strikeout for Danberg, his first strikeout of the ball game. And after the leadoff bunt single and stealing second for McCormick, it's now 2 outs. And Caden Allen, the center fielder, to the plate. And so Danberg trying to get through this first inning. Caden Allen in game number 1, that cleanup spot like he is now. He went 0 for 3, got into a fielder's choice, and then flew out and struck out. This one will be a fly ball to center field. That's right where Porter Hunsley is at, and that's an easy catch for Hunsley to finish out the top of the first inning. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. No score between Pierre and Mitchell as the Eights will come to the plate. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're listening and watching on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Your morning shouldn't start in chaos. At Pierre Closets, we create custom closets, laundry rooms, mudrooms, and more designed to change how your day starts, lowering stress, lifting your mood, and helping you get out the door on time. Manufactured locally in Pierre, our solutions are built around how you live. Reclaim your time by reclaiming your space. Call Pierre Closets at 605-223-5855 for a free in-home design consultation. Pierre Closets, organized for life.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the parts you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
As we welcome you back, it is a scoreless tie going to the bottom of the first. The Eights will be trying to get on the board here a little bit quicker than in game 1. After it took him to the bottom of the 6th with that base hit from Jackson Goodman. Their batting order is just about the same as last game. The only difference is Alec Eilers now DHing Riker Edson DH in game 1. Alec Eilers will DH in game 2. So Carter Shufflebein is leading off as a shortstop. Hudson Stosher batting second and playing second. Sudden Sunshine, the catcher, batting third. Will Eilers playing right field, batting fourth. Jackson Goodman, the third baseman, batting fifth. Bridger Babcock bats sixth. He's the first baseman. Alec Eilers, the DH, batting seventh. Aiden Johnson, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Porter Hunsley, the center fielder, rounds out the order, batting ninth. Against Carter McCormick, who is coming in throwing 15 2/3 innings. This will be his third start and fourth appearance overall. 3-0 record for McCormick. 8 hits in those 15 2/3 innings. 5 runs, but only 3 of them earned. 9 walks, 23 strikeouts. An ERA at 1.34, whip at 1.09. as the first pitch is fouled back by Schuffelbein. Batting average against that 154 for McCormick. So between him and Christensen, and obviously what really makes them effective going back-to-back is Christensen, the right-hander, to now McCormick, the left-hander. Both are very good on the mound. As the 0-1 pitch will catch the top of the zone, the count's quickly 0-2 here to Schuffelbein. McCormick, the left-hander, works from the stretch with nobody on base. The 0-2. That'll bounce in. Schuffelbein went 0 in game 1. Flew out to all 3 outfield positions. Center in the first, left in the third, and right in the 5th. 1-2 pitch. That one's fouled away. There's not a lot of, especially when you're just by hitting .540, there's not a lot of 0 for games coming from Schuffelbein, but that was one of them in game 1. He's trying to get his first hit here today. That is upstairs, and the count is now at 2-2. But there are only 5 of those 9 guys in the batting order that got a base hit. Nobody had 2 hits in the game. Here's a 2-2 to Schuffelbein. He'll foul that one away. I'm not sure how he was able to get a piece of it. He was well late, but just enough to stay alive. And keeps it at 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2. That is outside, and the count runs full at 3-2. So here is the 3-2 pitch from McCormick to Schuffelbein. Ground ball on the left side, fielded by Weber, the shortstop. Has to be quick with it, and he is. That's a good transfer from the glove to the hand, and a strong throw to first to retire Schuffelbein for the first out here in the bottom of the first. And it brings up Hudson Stosher to the plate. He had the base hit that got the 8s going in that bottom of the 7th to lead things off. He then was a sacrifice bunt to second. He moved to third on the strikeout of Will Eilers, and then scored on the base hit by Jackson Goodman. First pitch, that is fouled away for strike 1. McCormick's got some good velocity coming. We've seen Schuffelbein be late. Now Stosher was a little bit late as well on that first pitch swing and foul back. 0-1. This time he'll pop it up on the right side. Moeller will give it a look and watch it land out of play. And the count's now 0-2. So now the 0-2 coming here from McCormick to Stosher. It'll come inside. Oh, that will be taken for strike 3. And there's now 2 down. So McCormick will get the strikeout. Brings up Suddenshine to the plate. Suddenshine had a 2-out double, the only extra base hit in game 1. He went 1 for 2. Also that sacrifice bunt that moved Stosher into scoring position in that bottom of the 6th inning. The first pitch will miss low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That'll be on the inside corner for a strike, and the count's 1-1 here to Suddenshine. Small shake of the head in disagreement with the call. Here's the 1-1. That will bounce and skip in and get to the backstop. So Suddenshine back ahead of the count, now 2-1. Ahead of Carter McCormick. 2-1 pitch. That one's fouled back. Now makes it a 2-2 count. McCormick from the stretch, the 2-2 pitch. That is outside. Austin Adams trying to frame it. Not going to work this time, and the count runs full at now 3-2. Payoff pitch outside for ball 4, and Sunshine works the 2-out walk. And it brings up Will Eilers to the plate. Hudson Schaefer will go run for Sunshine. So get a courtesy runner for the catcher. And Will Eilers, as he comes to the plate, he went 1 for 3 in the ball game. Had a base hit in his first at-bats in game 1. First pitch is over for strike 1. 2 Eilers. Listen to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. As we hit the 6 o'clock hour, that is upstairs, evens the count of the ball and a strike. Pierre takes the game 1-0, and for some, sometimes you're tuning in 2 hours after the first pitch, or then you're going to catch the end of game 1. Well, you're catching the beginning of game 2, because a 1-hit shutout from Carter Templeton made it a 1-0 win, and the Yates got the job done in an hour and 18 minutes. That one will just miss as well, and the count is now 3-1 here to Eilers. Good hitters count here for the Yates cleanup man. 3-1 pitch. That is upstairs, and it's back-to-back walks. It's the first time we've seen that today, to have back-to-back walks. It might be the first time we've seen back-to-back base runners. It is the first time that we see back-to-back base runners the entire day. We had a base hit by Eilers in the second in game 1, but that was followed by a strikeout of Jackson Goodman. And then Babcock being hit by a pitch, and then Riker Edson flying out to center. And so there was no 2 base runners that got on in a row at any point during that first game. So while the Yates did have the bases loaded, and that was the only time that, in that second inning, the only time they had multiple base runners stranded in the entire game from either side. It is now first and second here in the bottom of the first of game 2 between Pierre and Mitchell. Here's the first pitch to Jackson Goodman, who had the biggest hit in game 1, and that one is cut on and missed by Goodman for strike 1. He went 1 for 3. That RBI single with 2 outs at the bottom of the 6th to give the Yates the 1-0 lead. There's a swing and a miss, and it's quickly 0-2. The mound visit for McCormick has helped at least to the first 2 pitches. Here's the 0-2 from McCormick to Goodman. Swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt for strike 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 men left on base. 1 complete here in game 2. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When the South Dakota sun is beating down, your home should be your sanctuary. But a broken air conditioner can turn your living room into a hot oven fast. Whether you need quick repair or a full system replacement, AirTech Heating and Cooling is on the job. Our licensed technicians are available 24/7 for those unexpected emergencies. We pride ourselves on 100% customer satisfaction and quality service you can trust. Call 605-945-0160. AirTech Heating and Cooling, locally owned and keeping the Pierre area comfortable for over 20 years.
When life throws you a curveball, May Adam Law Firm in Pierre is here to help you knock it out of the park. For over 130 years, we've been providing trusted legal expertise in business, family law, criminal defense, and more. Proud sponsors of this season's baseball action, we're committed to serving our community, both on and off the field. Need legal advice? Step up to the plate with May Adam Law Firm. Visit mayadam.net or call today. May Adam, South Dakota's law firm since 1881.
Top of the second, no score between Pierre and Mitchell. And it will be 5, 6, and 7 for post 18. Ethan Haig, Cannon Moeller, and Tyler Christensen. He might reach his base. It'll be Dawson Adams. Thursday, we've got a doubleheader, the final regular season home doubleheader, as Pierre will take on Huron with a 5 o'clock first pitch to help get your weekend started. Hopefully your 3-day weekend. Maybe you don't get the 3-day weekend, but chance to end the week with a doubleheader against Huron on Thursday, and then the day after the 4th, the Monday after the 4th of July, we'll have the doubleheader against Watertown on the road. There's a swing and a miss for strike one to Ethan Hegg. That'll be the last doubleheader of the regular season in South Dakota games, and then we'll have technically a doubleheader of baseball Friday and Saturday at the Gopher Classic. We'll just be playing two other teams, or two different teams both times. They will check to see if Ethan Hegg swung or not. He did not. He checked his swing, and the count's 1-1. Hegg in game number one, he went 0 for 2. He did draw one of those two walks. That will bounce in, and the count's 2-1. We had a total of 2 walks and 2 hit by pitches in that first game, and then 6 hits overall. No errors from either team. It was a very clean, fun baseball game. A good pitcher's duel between Carter Templeton and Tyler Christensen. That'll catch the bottom of the zone for a strike, and the count's 2-2 now here to Hegg. Leadoff man here at the top of the second. Naimberg looking for his second strikeout. 2-2 pitch. It'll be a fly ball to right field. Coming in is Eilers. He'll make the catch. And the first out here in the top of the second. And it brings up Cannon Moeller, the first baseman. Moeller went 0 for 2. He also drew a walk. Moeller led off the 4th with a walk. Hegg led off the 5th with a walk. That's the only leadoff guys that got on base. 260 batting average coming into today. He's got 6 doubles and 18 runs driven in for Moeller. Here's the first pitch to him. That'll miss low for ball 1. Here in the top of the second of game 2. No score between Pierre and Mitchell. 1-0 pitch. That's at the bottom of the zone for a strike. That counts 1-1. Danberg from the windup. He'll deliver the 1-1 pitch here to Moeller. That'll miss low, and the count's 2-1. Talked about in the game 1 of the Gopher Classic and how just a little bit different it is going into this Gopher Classic than in other years. You go back to 2019 where the Aids went to the Dakota Classic and made the semifinals. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This will be fouled away. The count's now 2-2. And certainly they were trying to win baseball games at the Dakota Classic every single year. But the most important one is always a South Dakota game that they have. And this year, while the Eights went 1-3 at the Dakota Classic, they got the win. We mentioned it before going into the weekend. If you're going to go 1-3, you got to beat Yankton as that one win. That's what they did. Just after leaving the Dakota Classic, you felt a little bit more unsatisfied because you had lost those 3 in a row. But it was, you went in saying, hey, 1-3 and we beat Yankton. That's a successful weekend, and we had to think about that. Going into this Gopher Classic, it is a much different feel because there is no South Dakota team. That one is taken for strike 3 on the 3-2 pitch, and Moeller goes down looking for the second out. And it brings up Tyler Christensen. And you have no games after the Gopher Classic until the following week when you play the region round, that best of 3. So every pitcher going into the weekend when they become available, and obviously right now, that will depend on how Monday goes of next week, as that one will miss low and away for ball 1 to Tyler Christensen. You have the chance to put every effort to go win. And again, I hate the makes it sound like you're not trying to win games when you're playing baseball games, and you absolutely are. But some of the time, but most of the time at the Dakota Classic, you're always looking at what's ahead and what the South Dakota team is. So you're not using a pitcher here, not using a pitcher there because they need to be available to throw in those South Dakota games. Because if you're going to win one of the two, you want to win the South Dakota game. Now there's nothing in front of you. You can go out and go try and win the whole thing of the Gopher Classic and not worry about anything ahead of you. Everything is all right in front, as that one is fouled down the right field line. So it's weird to say, like, you're trying to go and win the Gopher Classic. Well, yeah, you're trying to go win it no matter what. You're trying to win every game that you play in. But just the difference that this tournament is compared to the Dakota Classic because of those teams that were after the Dakota Classic. As there's a swing and a miss by Christensen for strike 3. It is a 1-2-3 inning for Will Danberg. But again, all those teams that are in front of you, you're working your pitching staff around the games that are coming up after the Dakota Classic, where here in the Gopher Classic, all hands on deck from game 1 through the end of the weekend, which is, again, different than just how every other tournament is. It's no score between Pierre and Mitchell at the end of an inning and a half. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Building a home. It's the biggest investment most of us make in a lifetime. Not to mention, it's a decision that, well, you pretty much live with day and night. The quality of the workmanship stares back at you like a reflection. It also affects the value of your investment. Choosing the right contractor is critical. Kruger Contracting is that contractor. Call 222-2523. Quality workmanship and materials completed on time. Kruger Contracting. In a word, quality. Call 222-2523.
Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota in Pierre is proud to sponsor today's game. Whether you're in the market for a brand new Ford, Lincoln, or Toyota, or a quality pre-owned vehicle, our team is here to get you back on the road in style. From tough trucks to family SUVs, we've got the selection you need and the hometown service you deserve. Browse online anytime at CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, where community drives us forward. As we welcome you back, it is the bottom of the second, and Pierre and Mitchell tied 0-0 the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. It is 6, 7, and 8, Bridger Babcock, Alec Eilers, and Aiden Johnson. He may reach his base, and it will go to Porter Hunsley as the Eights are trying to get back in front again. Again, they only led in the bottom of the 6th inning with that base hit by Jackson Goodman. That was the only run that scored in Game 1, coming with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And so, trying to give Will Danberg a chance to pitch with the lead and not just be at the top of the 7th inning. And there was a lot at stake in that top of the 7th in Game 1 because Cutter Templeton had a no-hitter through 6 and a third inning before that base hit just got past the diving Hudson Stosher into right field. But it still turned into a one-hit shutout for Templeton in Game 1 of the doubleheader. First pitch is on the outside corner for strike 1 to Bridger Babcock. Here is the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss outside. The count's now 1-1. Babcock went 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in his first trip to the plate. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. And the count's now 1-2. Here to Bridger Babcock in the leadoff man in the bottom of the 2nd inning. 1-2 pitch. There's a ground ball on the left side, fielded by the third baseman Christensen. His throw to first is going to be in time. Nice play by the third baseman Christensen for the first out. And it brings up Alec Eilers, the DH. His first chance to swing the bats here in this doubleheader. He's hitting 125, a double so far in the season, 3 runs driven in. 2 of his 3 RBIs have come with 2 outs. That first pitch will miss for ball 1. 2 strikeouts so far for Carter McCormick. 3 strikeouts for Will Danberg through 2 full innings. Here's a ground ball on the right side. That is going to get through for a base hit. Jackson Hartman, the second baseman, and he's got that knee brace on his right leg, and that might have kept him from diving or sliding to try and get to that ball. So Alec Eilers gets a base hit. Doesn't mean that he would have got to it. It was a good piece of hitting for Alec Eilers, and he becomes the 8th first base hit. And it brings up Aiden Johnson. He's one of those 5 guys that got a base hit. He went 1 for 2. Only had 2 plate appearances. That first pitch is over for strike 1. Riker Edson, Aiden Johnson, and Porter Hunsley, the 7, 8, 9 hitters, only came to the plate twice in game number 1, as Pierre did not go through the batting order 3 times. Neither did Mitchell. There's a swing and a miss, and the count's 0-2 here to Aiden Johnson. Porter Hunsley, The center fielder is waiting on deck. Here's the 0-2. That one's fouled back. That'll get out of play. And we'll do it again here at an 0-2 count. Here's the 0-2 pitch from McCormick to Johnson. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And there's now 2 down. And it brings up Porter Hunsley. Hunsley went 0 for 2 in game number 1. As he'll hit with a runner on at first. With 2 away here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First pitch is over for strike 1. McCormick, the lefty, faces the right-handed hitting Porter Hunsley. Here's a line shot. That'll get through the left side for a base hit. And it's first and second. Hunsley's got his first hit today. And so now with a runner in score position, it's Carter Shufflebein to the plate. First time that Shufflebein will come to the plate with a runner on base. He's hitting .545 with runners in scoring position. Got 8 2-out RBIs, 18 RBIs in total. McCormick will come set from the stretch. First pitch swinging, popped up on the right side. That will get out of play. For strike 1 to Shufflebein. He's trying to take the team lead in RBIs and then give his teammate Hudson Stocher a chance to tie him. And then Stocher will try to give his teammate Sutton Sonnenschein a chance to tie him. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball up the middle. We just go off of the pitcher McCormick. He'll step and throw and able to get Shufflebein out by a half a step, and that will end the inning. And so no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. 2 complete here in game 2. No score, though, between Pierre and Mitchell. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Hey you. Are you at a job that is fulfilling, has good benefits to support you or a family today, and retirement goes down the road? If you just said no, listen up. CHS River Plains is hiring operations personnel, drivers, and custom applicators at several locations. These come with a knockout affordable benefit package for you and the whole family. Apply to a job with CHS River Plains and up your benefits straight up. To apply, visit us online at chsriverplains.com or stop in at one of our locations. CHS is an equal opportunity employer.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisors understand this. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Governor Athletics on KCCR. Go Govs! For all your investment needs, call or stop by one of our offices to visit with your Pierre area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. It is the top of the 3rd. No score between Pierre and Mitchell in game 2 of our doubleheader. With Eliza Mayer back in the studios, John Wick, they're with you on this Tuesday evening. We've got one more home doubleheader of the regular season coming up on Thursday. 4:45 with coverage of 5 o'clock first pitch. Here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports at beautiful and historic Hyde Stadium. We'll travel to Watertown next Monday. That's a 5 o'clock start as well. 4:45 coverage time. And then we'll be at the Gopher Classic next week, Friday and Saturday. It'll be 4 games those 2 days. The good news overall for you at home, you will be a chance. You won't have to worry about coming back for a second game. We'll have back-to-back games both Friday and Saturday. That'll miss in the counts 2-0. And we'll see how things go. They will play Sunday. If they win the pool, they'll play Sunday. You have to win the pool. There's no others wild card teams that win pool or that advances the round of 16. There's 16 pools. 16 winners will go to the round of 16 and then head to the quarterfinals on that Sunday. And if you win both games that you play in, then you'll play in the semifinals Monday with a chance to play for the championship then Monday afternoon. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's upstairs. And it counts 3-1 here to Dawson Adams, leadoff man here in the top of the third. Number 8 man in the batting order. So you're guaranteed 4 games, but you could play up to 8. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That is over for a strike, and the count runs full at 3-2. Danberg from the windup. Here is the 3-2. Comes inside for ball 4, and the leadoff man is on base. First walk issued by Danberg. First base runner allowed after retiring 6 straight. And it's now Avery Kaus. And we have a courtesy runner as well for the catcher Dawson Adams. Is he going to turn the right way for us? It looks like it's Jacob Ebert, number 5. It is Jacob Ebert. So now here is Avery Kaus, the right fielder. He is showing bunt, pulls it back. It's going to get away from Sutton Sunshine. As it got to the backstop, the runner will take second. And so now there's no need for Kaus to bunt. Maybe he still is going to think about it to move that runner to third. But it is a 1-0 count. A runner on at second. Nobody out here at the top of the third as Mitchell's trying to take the lead here for the first time today. Here's the 1-0. He is showing bunt, pulls it back. That one misses outside, and the count's 2-0. Danberg from the stretch. Here's the 2-0 pitch. This will be bunted over on the third base side. Danberg will pick it up with the bare hand. The throw to first is low. It's going to skip away from Stosher, and the run's going to come in to score. I think it's going to be a hit for Kaus. I think he was going to be safe even if the throw had gotten there perfectly. But it will end up being an error as well by Danberg on the throw that allows the run to come in to score. So we'll call it a hit and an error. And it's a 1-0 lead for Mitchell. Now Carter McCormick to the plate. Runner on at first, nobody out. 1-0 lead for Mitchell, post 18, their first lead today. McCormick will show bunt. He'll drop it down the first baseline. It's picked up by Bridger Babcock, who will step on the bag. And almost getting too far out from second base was Kaus, the right fielder who got the bunt single. He almost was too far away from second. But the sacrifice is good on a 3U. And it brings up now Ian Weber with another runner in scoring position here and 1 out in the top of the third inning. Ian Weber, who had the lone hits in game 1, will come to the plate. 2 hits so far for Mitchell. 1 run is scored here in the top of the third. First pitch at the top of the zone for strike 1 here to Weber. Danberg from the stretch. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's fouled back. So the count goes to 0-2. Here to the number 2 man in the batting order. Here's the 0-2. That is outside, and the count's now 1-2. Weber popped out to the second baseman, Stosher, in his first trip to the plate. Here's a 1-2 pitch. This is going to be fouled away by Weber. He had a long battle in his first trip up. Going to be a 9-pitch at bat. So now the 1-2 again here from Danberg to Weber. There's a high fly ball to left field. That's going to get over the head of Aiden Johnson. Almost made the catch as it knocked it down. but it will drop in, and it will be a double and an RBI for Ian Weber to make it a 2-0 game. First RBI today for Mitchell. Second run here of the inning, and it's a 2-0 lead. That one was labeled to get over the head of Aiden Johnson, and all of a sudden the wind started to knock it down. In the last moment, Johnson put his glove up, but unable to make the catch. So now Jackson Hartman. First pitch over for strike one. Hartman struck out swinging back at the top of the first. He's getting an RBI opportunity. Here's the 0-1 from Danberg. That'll bounce in. Good block there from Sun and Shine. So 1-1 count here with one out in the top of the third inning. Mitchell with a 2-0 lead now. The Eights will have 2, 3, and 4 in that bottom of the third inning. 1-1 pitch that is fouled away over to the third base dugout. And the count goes to 1-2. Danberg looking for strikeout number 4. Be a big one to get here of Hartman. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That'll miss low and away. Count goes now 2-2. Look at the pitch count here for Danberg, who is having to labor a little bit more in this top of the third inning. 2-2 pitch. That's a line shot into left field for a base hit. Johnson will come up with it. The runner will stop at third. So it's now first and third. Third hit of the inning now for Mitchell. And runners are at the corners with only one away. That was pitch number 51 for Danberg. And Caden Allen, the center fielder, to the plate. Allen flew out to the center fielder, Hunsley. Now you're looking for a ground ball here up the middle. Try and turn it, get out of the inning. Keep the damage at a minimum here. Showing bunt on a safety squeeze and pulling it back and taking it outside for ball one is Allen. Be pitch number 53 here from Will Danberg. Just one out here at the top of the third, and limits the amount of innings that Danberg could go. That pitch will miss low. Good block there by Sun and Shine. The count's now 2-0. You're not so worried about Hartman trying to steal second. Caden Allen, the center fielder, center fielder, flew out to center field. Runner does take off, so maybe he is going to steal second. The throw, that's going to skip into center field. It was missed by Stocher and Shufflebein. Stocher was coming in to field it in case the runner in Weber was going to try and take home. He did not, and then it was missed by Shufflebein, and it goes into center. Hartman takes third, and it's now a 3-0 lead here for Mitchell with a 2-0 count. To Caden Allen. 2-1 count, to Caden Allen. Here's the next pitch. That'll miss low. An air charge here to the Eights. I believe it'll be it'll be on Shufflebein, that air. That'll miss for ball 4. And so now it's first and third again. And time will be called. Then we'll have Elliot Life, the assistant coach, make his way out. have a conversation with the entire infield. So 2 errors in the inning for Post State, one by Danberg and then one by now Shufflebine. 3 hits, which have allowed those 2 runs to score and make that 3 runs to score now. And they're threatening with a 4th run, standing at third base with 1 away here in the top of the 3rd. 56 pitches thrown for Danberg. No activity out in the right field bullpen. And Pierre has a game on Thursday, and some of those guys, I wouldn't say they're going to be for sure starting Thursday, where they're not going to pitch today. But Coach Iverson, probably with the plan that he has of hoping to stay away from guys that he wants to throw on Thursday from having to come into this ball game. Here's the first pitch now to Ethan Haig with runners in the corners. He is showing bunt again. He will bunt that one. That'll be foul for strike 1 off to the right. They're trying to safety squeeze another run in. Last time they didn't have to worry about that with the runner taking to second. Jackson Hartman, after I just said you don't have to worry about him stealing, he takes off for second and ends up at third as the throw got into center field. Here's the 0-1. It'll miss outside, and the count is even. So 1-1 count here to Ethan Haig, 7th man to come to the plate here in this pick-off attempt. They got him out at first. Leading to the right was Caden Allen, and they're able to throw him out for the second out. Looked like he was ready to take off. And a perfect timing by Danberg to throw the first. Babcock puts the tag down. There's now 2 away. And Danberg's got a chance to get out of this inning now again here with limited damage. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Counts now 1-2. Haig flew out to right in his first trip to the plate. Here is now the 1-2. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by Stosher, but it goes off of him and off to his right where he can't make the play, and it will be an error that will score the 4th run of the inning. 3rd error of the inning for the Eights. And so now it's a 4-run inning. And it brings up Cannon Moeller to the plate. No RBI credited to Ethan Haig on that ground ball. Here's the first pitch. Moeller with a high fly ball to left field. Aiden Johnson, that's over his head, over the shoulder, but can't make the catch. It will bounce off the wall. The runner will round third. He will come in to score. It's an RBI double for Moeller. Johnson nearly made that over-the-shoulder catch. A 5-run inning now here for the Eights, or for Mitchell, post 18. And that will end the line for Will Danberg, and we'll have our first pitching change in this entire doubleheader. And it comes with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. So Danberg will leave. We have Riker Edson coming in to pitch. And we will step aside and tell you if there is any other changes. Well, maybe we're going to have Porter Hunsley coming to pitch. We'll tell you the change coming up. Back in a minute. You're listening to Pierre Post-State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Step up to the plate with Kathy Sunshine Properties in Pierre, your go-to for buying, selling, and finding your perfect home. Whether you're looking for a cozy cottage or a spacious family home, Kathy Sunshine Properties has you covered. We're committed to helping you make your next big move, on the field or in your life. Ready to find your dream home? Call Kathy Sunshine Properties at 605-224-5588. Your home run in real estate.
No one likes to have electrical problems, but when they happen, call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. With over 28 years of experience, Todd's Electric can handle any type of electrical problem, whether it's residential, commercial, or agricultural. Their knowledgeable staff knows and understands the importance of your home, business, or ag facility and are prepared to help. Call Todd's Electric at 223-2518. That's 223-2518. Todd's Electric, serving the Pierre and Fort Pierre areas. The line to power.
So it is Porter Hunsley that is on the mound to take over for Will Danberg. Riker Edson comes into the game. He will be most likely the second baseman, which, again, we haven't seen anybody go to the outfield, but my thought is that Edson's going to be at second, Stosher will move to short, and Scheffelbein will move to center. Will Danberg throws 2 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits. He had 5 runs, 2 of them earned so far, but he still has a guy at second. It is going to be, that's the case for the defensive positioning, is that Edson will be at second, Stosher will move to short, and Scheffelbein to center with Hunsley coming to the mound. 2 walks and 3 strikeouts for Will Danberg as he throws 61 pitches. And still responsible for that runner on at second. However, it would be an unearned run as the inning should have been over with the errors that have been charged to the eights. So now Tyler Christensen, 9th man to come to the plate. First pitch is upstairs for ball 1. Didn't mention it in his first at-bat. He's hitting .222 coming into the season, 6 of 27. 4 runs driven in. Here's the 1-0. This will be popped foul. That'll get out of play on the right side. And the count goes to now 1-1. Porter Hunsley on the season. He is making his 3rd relief appearance and 5th appearance overall. He has thrown 9 innings to this point, 0-2 record, 13 hits, 11 runs, 5 of them earned, 8 walks, 8 strikeouts. Here's the 1-1. This will be popped foul. That'll get out of play on the right side. Hunsley's got an ERA at 3.90. Made that 3.89. Whip at 2.33 and a batting average against it 302. 1-2 pitch. So here's a swing and a miss and a strikeout, and that will take care of the inning. But it is a 5-run third for Mitchell and a 5-0 lead for Post 18 over Pierre as we head to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Looking for your next new or used car, truck, or SUV? Then go no further than the comfort of your own home. Shop online at lambmotor.com. On lambmotor.com, you'll find the vehicles Lambs has in stock. You can schedule a test drive or your vehicle's next tune-up, all online. New or used, shop for it all online, anywhere you are. Lamb Motor has the right vehicle for you. Lamb Motor in Oneida and online, lambmotor.com.
Step up to the plate with Overhead Door Company of Pierre. Like your favorite team, we deliver reliability, strength, and top-notch performance. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been the most respected name in the industry. From commercial or residential repairs to full upgrades, our team of technicians stand ready to provide winning results. Don't let a faulty garage door strike you out. Look for the signature red ribbon and call the industry MVP at 605-224-6200. Bring your garage door game to the big leagues.
It is the bottom of the 3rd and a chance here for the Eights to start to claw back. They're down 5-0. And it is 2, 3, and 4. Hudson Stosher, Suttonshine, and Will Eilers. He might reach his base. It'll go to Jackson Goodman. And Will Danberg throws 61 pitches. He is not available to throw on Thursday, but he would have been no matter what to throw and be available to throw next Monday against Watertown, but that'll be his next opportunity to throw. But now Porter Hunsley on the mound trying to make sure that he keeps a 5 spot up for Mitchell only the rest of the way out. It was 5 runs on 4 hits, 3 errors, and 1 man left on base for Mitchell in that top of the 3rd. So now here is Hudson Stosher to lead us off in the bottom of the 3rd inning as Carter McCormick, after that long inning, we'll see if he goes right back to work. And the first pitch is grounded over to the second baseman, Hartman, who will field, and 1 pitch and 1 out. That's a good way to start it for Mitchell after that long 5-run inning. get the first down the first pitch, and it brings up Sunshine to the plate. The A's had their first 2 hits. They've stranded 2 guys on base in each of the first 2 innings. Unable to score at any points. Sunshine, who drew a walk in his first trip to the plate, will take strike 1. From the left-handed throwing Carter McCormick. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball that'll be to the second baseman Hartman again. Right to him this time. And 2 quickly down on 4-3 ground outs. 2 away, and it brings up Will Eilers, the right fielder who drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. As McCormick will try and make this a quick inning. And get his team right back to the plate after scoring 5 runs in that 3rd inning. First pitch will bounce in for ball 1. That was only the 4th pitch of the inning. Here's the 1-0 from McCormick. Ground ball again to Hartman. He will field it. He will tie a record that will never be broken. And all 3 ground outs to Jackson Hartman at second. It's a 1-2-3 quick bottom of the 3rd inning. 5-0 for Mitchell over Pierce. We have the 4th. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Owyhee Federal Credit Union member? At Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at Owyhee Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do. Owyhee Federal Credit Union.
With any dream, the wind won't always be at your back, the sun won't always be shining, and some rain is going to fall. American Family Insurance is like a good, solid roof that you can trust to protect your biggest dreams. With plans that could save you up to 23% when you bundle your home and auto. Also, you can continue to dream fearlessly, no matter what comes your way. American Family Insurance.
Visit mfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company assigned its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact the Brittany Shufflebind Agency, LLC, 224-6627. It is the top of the 4th. Post 8 down 5-0 to Mitchell. Post 18 as it'll be Dawson Adams, Avery Cowson, and Carter McCormick. 8-9-1. Same start to their batting order as they had in the top of the 3rd. Just looking for a different result here if you're post 8. With a 5-0 lead for Mitchell. 1-0 win in game 1 on a 1-hit complete game shutout for Carter Templeton as he threw 90 pitches to get that win. By the way, Tyler Christensen threw 73, which, unless they're playing on the 4th of July, didn't really matter too much. But he is only on 3 days rest, so he could pitch on the 4th of July if they were playing a game. And it is going to be Dawson Adams to step to the plate, the catcher who drew a walk to lead off the top of the 3rd. Came around to score. I guess his spot came around to score. Ebert was running for him. Here's the first pitch. That'll miss inside for ball 1. Again, Danberg throws 61 pitches, so again, he's not available to throw on Thursday. That'll miss, and the count's 2-0. He would be able to throw on Friday if there were a game, but Pierre will take on Huron on Thursday and then not play again until Monday after the 4th of July. 2-0 pitch is over for a strike, making a 2-1 count. The leadoff man here in the top of the 4th inning. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and the count's 2-2. And Adams drew a walk in his first trip to the plate. Leading off that top of the 3rd inning. Here's the 2-2 from Hunsley. That one's fouled back. And we'll do it again here at a 2-2 count. Two again from Hunsley. The fly ball to the second baseman, Riker Edson, who will take one step into the outfield grass, settle underneath it to make the catch. And there's one down here in the top of the fourth. And it brings up Avery Kaus to the plate. Kaus got the first of those 4 hits in that top of the third on a bunt single, which was the only 2 hits at the time before the double by Weber. He had 2 doubles and 2 singles in that top of the third. First pitch swinging as he chases that one for strike 1. Right fielder will dig back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It'll come inside, and the count's 1-1. Kaus is hitting .400, 4 for 10 coming into this game. 5 of 11. The base hit, he moved that average to 500. But he's down the count 1-2 as he swung and missed to the 1-1 fastball. 1-2 here from Hunsley. Swing and a miss. Strikeouts. 2 down here in the top of the fourth, and it brings up Carter McCormick back to the top of the order. 2 away, nobody on here at the top of the fourth. McCormick is 1 for 1. He singled on a bunt in the first inning, then he bunted again in the top of the third. That was a sacrifice bunt that time. Looking to swing away in this plate appearance as that first pitch is over for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Bunting hit foul. Okay, well, maybe he wasn't looking to swing the bat. Now he's going to have to swing the bat with an 0-2 count. Lefty versus lefty matchup. Here's the 0-2 from Hunsley. Outside. Hunsley peers in for the sign. Comes set from the stretch. The 1-2 pitch. That will bounce its way to the backstop. And the count is now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Hunsley looking for his 3rd strikeout now. 2-2. That'll miss low. Payoff pitch upcoming here from Hunsley to McCormick. The 3-2 from Hunsley. Misses for ball 4. McCormick will draw the walk. And so no clean inning for Porter Hunsley. Runner on at first with 2 away, and Ian Weber, who had the RBI double in that top of the third, has an opportunity to make this a 6-0 lead here in the top of the fourth. If he can replicate what he did back in the top of the third. Cormick's got good speed. First pitch swing, that's popped up. Long run for everybody, and it will land foul. Bridger Babcock ran out of time. Didn't run out of space, but ran out of time to get to it before it hit the ground. The count's 0-1. So no 1 pitch here from Hunsley to Ian Weber. Delivers. That misses inside. A little bit low. 1-1 count here to Weber. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Hunsley. That one will catch the inside edge. Makes it a 1-2 count, and again Hunsley looking for a strikeout pitch. Five 5-0 lead for Mitchell here in the top of the fourth of game 2 of our doubleheader. 1-2. That one just misses a little bit outside. So 2-2 count. 2 outs and a runner on at first. Hunsley from the stretch. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss, and that'll be a strikeout. And that will take care of the top of the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Still 5-0 lead for Mitchell over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR. And you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Spring is the season for a fresh start, and that includes your technology. Whether you are looking to upgrade or need to breathe new life into your current device, CommTech is your one-stop solution. Experience the brilliance of LG OLED TVs, the immersive sound of Sonos and JBL, or the unmatched performance of Lenovo laptops. Buy with confidence thanks to our price match guarantee and 0% interest on selected purchases. We're your locally owned technology experts on the truck bypass. CommTech, we sell the best and fix the rest.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
It is the bottom of the fourth. 5-0 lead for Mitchell over Pierre. And it brings up now 5, 6, and 7. Jackson Goodman, Bridger Babcock, and actually it'll be not Alec Eilers, it'll be Riker Edson that will be hitting in place of Alec Eilers as the DH is gone. And Edson, who came into the ball game to play second, will hit in place of Eilers in the batting order. Couple of final scores from the World Cup. Norway, mentioned earlier, beat Ivory Coast 2-1. France with a shutout of Sweden 3-0. And Mexico and Ecuador are still a little over an hour away from getting started. An upset in women's tennis today, or at least an upset for those that really maybe don't pay attention as much. But Serena Williams lost in the opening round in her comeback to Wimbledon as the first pitch is outside for ball one to Jackson Goodman. She'll still team up with her sister Venus in doubles, but has already been eliminated from Wimbledon. This will be popped foul. That'll get a play on the right side to the left of us, and the count's 1-1 here to Jackson Goodman, who struck out swinging his first at bat back in the bottom of the first inning. 5, 6, and 7 here for the Eights in the bottom of the fourth, down 5-0. Here in game 2 of our doubleheader, the Eights are trying to get a sweep of Mitchell. That'll bounce in, and the count's now 2-1. Went about 55 feet. Here's a 2-1 pitch. That'll miss low and away, and the count's 3-1. Good hitters count here for Jackson Goodman. 3-1 pitch from McCormick. This will be popped up on the right side of the infield. Cannon Muller will move over to the outfield territory side of first base, and right at the line makes the catch. And the leadoff man is gone here in the bottom of the fourth, and it brings up Bridger Babcock, the lefty, to the plate. Lefty versus lefty matchup. 0 for 1 ground out to the third baseman, and Tyler Christensen to lead off the bottom of the second inning. Here's the first pitch from Carter McCormick. That'll miss maybe a little bit high, maybe a bit inside. 1-0 count here to Bridger Babcock. Pitch is grounded over to the second baseman, Jackson Hartman, who's been busy at second over the last inning and a half, and it's now a 2 outs as he'll make the play. It's the fourth putout that he's had in the third and fourth inning combined. And it brings up Riker Edson, his first plate appearance. Alec Eilers goes 1 for 1. But Edson comes in, the defensive replacement with the pitching change. That one's over for strike 1 to Edson. He went 0 for 2, flew out to center and popped out to short in the game number 1. And so wait on the 0-1 pitch from McCormick. Little miss outside, the count's 1-1. And a bouncing off the catcher's glove of Dawson Adams. 1-1. That's at the bottom of the zone. The count's now 1-2 here to Riker Edson. And McCormick is strike away from putting together another 1-2-3 inning and making it 9 straight. The 1-2. That one is just outside. The count's 2-2. You had Mueller and Kaus starting to move to the dugout. The first baseman and right fielder for Mitchell. Lefty McCormick delivers the 2-2 to Edson. That misses upstairs, and payoff pitch upcoming. Aiden Johnson, the left fielder, waits on deck. 3-2. Line shot to right field. Kaus will dive, and he is unable to make the catch. Got the glove on it. It bounced around, and he ends up trapping it, and it leads to a base hit for Racker Edson. And the third hit of the ball game for the Aids, and it brings up Aiden Johnson. He'll get a chance to swing the bat after all. Nearly a fantastic catch by Kaus out in right field. It was sinking away from him. Got a glove on it, but just couldn't make the diving catch. First pitch will miss high and outside for ball one to Aiden Johnson. He struck out swinging in his first at bat. He's 0 for 1 in this game, 1 for 3 overall after having a base hit in game 1. He'll foul that one away and out of play. So the count goes now 1-1. Aiden Johnson looking to drive something in the gap. See if he can get the 8s on the scoreboard. Edson will be off on the batted ball in play. That one will be taken for a strike, and the count's now 1-2. And now Edson can see a swing and start moving his way towards second. 2 strikes now to Aiden Johnson. 1-2 pitch from McCormick on its way. Taken for strike 3, and that will retire the side. No runs, a hit, no errors, and a man left on base. Halfway home in game 2 is a 5-0 lead for Mitchell over Pierre. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
For over 60 years, Birding Electric has been powering homes and businesses across central South Dakota. When you need reliable electrical service, trust the experts with decades of experience. Whether it's a simple residential repair, a complex commercial installation, or even electrical work on your farm, Birding Electric has you covered. And if you're tired of searching everywhere for that hard-to-find bulb, Birding Electric carries a wide selection of bulbs, including those hard-to-find fluorescent and specialty options. Visit us at 2903 East Elizabeth Street or call today, 605-224-8684.
As we welcome you back, top of the 5th, 5-0 lead for Mitchell over Pierre on the American Family Insurance Brittany Shuffleby scoreboard. 3, 4, and 5 for Mitchell post 18. Jackson Hartman, Caden Allen, and Ethan Hegg. He may reach his base. It'll go to Cannon Mueller. Make sure you join us on Thursday, final home games of the regular season as Pierre takes on Huron post 7. And a doubleheader coverage at 4:45 with a 5 o'clock first pitch. Then we've got one more regular season doubleheader up in Watertown next week, Monday. The 5 o'clock first pitch as well. First pitch will miss low to Jackson Hartman near the top of the 5th inning. He is 1 for 2. Then to the Gopher Classic we go, and we'll play 4 games back-to-back each day. There's a line shot up the middle for a base hit. Hartman's now 2 for 3 here in game 2. And the leadoff man is on to bring up Caden Allen to the plate. Pierre's got, it's a, I guess one way to look at it's a horribly placed schedule because you can't go watch the Twins play on Friday or Saturday because we're going to be playing right in the middle of those games. We're going to play, let's see here, at 4:30 and 7 o'clock on Friday against Rock Island and Maple Grove. And then on Saturday, it's at 11:30 and 2 o'clock for that doubleheader. And that will be against, as this is bunted back to Porter Hudsley. He'll throw it to second, but it'll be wide of the bag and into center field. Hartman will make his way to third. It was perfectly bunted back to Hunsley to at least get that runner out at second, but the error will be charged to Hunsley, the fourth error of the game for Post State, and it's now first and third with nobody out to bring up Ethan Haig. But East Grand Forks and Excelsior White will be the two opponents on Saturday, 11:30 and 2 o'clock. First pitch, runner is in between first and second. Now they'll throw to second, and end up being safe is Allen. Allen was very late stealing. He was jogging towards second. The Eights were slow to not necessarily react to it, but they didn't make the throw to second right away. And then Stosher was off the bag at second, and he wasn't able to make the tag. So the infield will come in all the way around. There's a swing and a miss for strike one to Ethan Haig. And if Post State would win the pool, they would play at 9 a.m. on a Sunday, July 12th. Again, this is all coming up, not this weekend, but next weekend. Then they would play at 2 o'clock if they would win that 9:30 or 9 o'clock game on Sunday morning. They play at 2 o'clock that Sunday afternoon in the quarterfinals. That's over for a strike. The count's 2-2 here to Ethan Haig. This becomes very important of a strikeout pitch here for Porter Hunsley. He's got make that 3 strikeouts so far. Here's the 2-2. That one's fouled back. And we'll do it again here at 2-2. You're listening to KCCR Pierre, a Riverfront broadcasting station. Mitchell scored 5 runs at the top of the 5th. That's been all the runs so far in this game 2. That one's fouled away, and Haig just spoiling a 2-2 pitch away to stay alive, maybe see a better pitch to hit. Pierre won the first game, scoring the only run in the bottom of the 6th inning. We've had 6 runs scored in this doubleheader, but they've come in just 2 innings. Bottom of the 6th in game 1, the top of the 3rd in game 2. And now it's going to be a 6-run lead for Mitchell. There's a base hit to right field. Eilers will get it in quickly. So a run will score. Hartman comes in to score. RBI single for Ethan Haig. And a 6-0 advantage now for Mitchell, with nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Cannon Muller to the plate. Muller is 1 for 2, an RBI double. That one's fouled back and out of play for strike one. Six nothing lead here for Mitchell. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Safety squeeze. Bunted down to Hunsley, will throw home, and the tag applied by Sunshine to get Allen out the plate. It's a big first out, keeping the run off the board. And a good play by Hunsley, who squared his shoulders and threw home. So unsuccessful sacrifice. Bunt goes down as a fielder's choice. And Allen's thrown out trying to score on the safety squeeze. So now it's first and second here with 1 out. And Tyler Christensen in the plate. First pitch, this will be popped foul. That'll get out of play for strike one. Christensen, he is 0 for 2. Struck out back in the 2nd and 3rd inning. Looking for a ground ball to get out of this inning. 0-1 pitch. There is a line shot to right field for a base hit. That's going to get past Will Eilers, and both runs are going to come in to score. Eilers will have to go pick it up out in right field. Christensen will make his way to 3rd. It's a base hit and a 2-base error that makes it now an 8-0 game. And a runner is on at 3rd with only 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. That is now the 5th, make that the 5th error by Post State here today. And Coach Iverson will make his way out. And we'll see. It looks like maybe they will make a pitching change. That might be somewhat to keep Hunsley available for Thursday. But we will tell you the change coming up back in a minute. You're listening to Post State Baseball on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
When you're looking for quality trash pickup services, look no further than Envirotech. 6 days a week, their trucks are on the road picking up trash, even holidays. They're also the place to contact for recycling services. Their friendly, professional staff is ready to assist with weekly pickups or even special pickups. Check out the website at envirotechwaste.com. Envirotech is locally operated. Call 224-4804. Envirotech Waste Services in Pierre, proud to support high school athletics.
At Shane's Pharmacy, your health and your time matter to us. Our team takes pride in providing personal, professional care, from filling your prescriptions quickly to answering your questions every step of the way. Need a little extra convenience? We offer free delivery right to your home or office. Because at Shane's Pharmacy, you're our family, friends, and neighbors, and we're honored to care for you. Shane's Pharmacy. Feel better for less and stay well with us. Call 605-223-9200 or stop by in Fort Pierre. Shane's Pharmacy. Proud to support our local high school athletes.
So Jackson Goodman is going to be the man on the mound now for Post State, as he will try and keep this an 8-0 deficit with a runner on third and one out. And for Goodman, he will come in. He has thrown so far 2 2/3 innings in his 2 relief appearances. He gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them earned, no walks, 1 strikeout, 5.25 ERA, whip under 1 at 0.75, batting average against at 200 for Jackson Goodman. Riker Edson will move over to third, so that puts Hudson Stosher back at second, Carter Schuffelbein back at short, and Porter Hunsley back in center. So really now the only change defensively from the start of the game is Goodman on the mound and Edson over at third. That first pitch will miss low for ball 1. So the runner is on at third. That is not the 10-run rule run right now, but the man at the plate in Dawson Adams, he will get that into left field for a base hit to make it a 9-0 lead. He represents that run that does not end the game, but it makes the Eights have to score in that bottom of the 5th inning, as it's been a 4-run top of the 5th now, an RBI single for Dawson Adams. And Jacob Ebert will come run for him. And so now it's runner on at first, 1 away, 9-0 lead for Mitchell. Avery Kaus, the right fielder, who is 1 for 2. And the bunt single in that top of the 3rd inning. Here's the first pitch. He'll swing and miss for strike 1. Did strike out. Here's a back pick over to first, and diving back in safely is Ebert. Couple of final scores across the states. It was a win for Brandon Valley over Renner, 3-2. That's kind of helps out Post State. This will be popped up foul. That will get out of play. Maybe that will bounce its way up here. Nope. It will land foul to our right. And so the count goes to 0-2. Post 74, Brookings Bandits. They are leading Aberdeen 8-5. Here's the 0-2. There's a ground ball left side. That's going to get through for a base hit to make it first and second. And Kaus has his second hit. And it brings up now the top of the order, Carter McCormick. He's got a chance to help himself out here to get a 10-run lead if he can get a base hit. So that Brandon Valley game, that's really the only one that I believe is in action besides Pierre and Mitchell. McCormick will foul that first pitch back. It almost sounded like broke the bat. Aberdeen and Brookings, Brandon Valley and Renner. In a couple of games, maybe on July 1st. Brookings and Huron will play tomorrow. This will be popped foul. That makes it now an 0-2 count. Watertown Sioux Falls East will play tomorrow. Mitchell will play Sioux Falls West tomorrow. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pick-off attempt. Nobody there at second, so Goodman will throw it into center field. He lobs it into center, so another error. And the wheels have fallen off here for the Eights. That is, in this inning, the second error. Make that the third error and the 6th of the ball game for Pierre. So now it's second and third. McCormick with a ground ball that'll be up the middle. That will get through for a base hit. One run will come in to score. A second run will start to come home. The throw will be wide of the plate. The throw back to second. It is not going to be in time. It's a 11-0 lead now. 2 RBI single for Carter McCormick. An 11-0 lead, a 6-run inning. And so now with just a runner on at second, we're going to have a courtesy runner for McCormick, who will be ready to go to, he's going to have even a run to work with in that bottom of the 5th inning. The Eights are about to run into a 10-run rule loss. They can't get out of this inning quickly, and then they've got at least scored twice right now in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch swinging, that'll be fouled away by Ian Weber. Number 9 man to come to the plate in this inning. Second time in 3 innings that will have at least 9 come to the plate. And outside of a double play, with the runner on at second, it's going to be much harder to do. We're going to see them completely bat around as Weber will sky this out towards left center field. Hunsley with a long run. He'll come in to make the catch for the second out. And there's now 2 down. And it brings up Jackson Hartman, who will hit for the second time. We'll have the full, let's see here, we'll get you the full line score, box score for Porter Hunsley in his outing. As Jackson Hartman back at the plate. Hunsley goes an inning and 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned. As the first pitch over for strike 1 to Hartman. 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Hunsley threw 39 pitches, so he is available to throw again on Thursday, only needing 1 day of rest. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That'll miss low, and that counts 2-0. Make that 1-1. Seven of the 11 runs have been unearned against Post State here in this ball game. 1-1 is upstairs, and it counts 2-1. Hartman is 2 for 3, singled in the 3rd, also singled here in the 5th. 2-1 pitch. There's a high fly ball, right field. Will Eilers will settle underneath it. He'll make the catch, and that will end the inning here in the top of the 5th. 6-run inning for Mitchell. They lead at 11-0. The Eights need at least 2 to keep the ball game alive here in the bottom of the 5th. Back in a minute on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports. When your tank's running low and your stomach is growling, there's one place Pierre trusts, DJ Senex. Feel up fast, grab ice-cold drinks, selection of fresh donuts, and that perfect cup of coffee to keep you moving. Friendly faces, quick stops, and everything you need right when you need it. So next time you're on the go, make the easy stop. DJ Senex. Fueled by community, driven by you.
For years, you have trusted Larry Fry Heating and Cooling to keep your home comfortable, no matter the season. Now that same commitment to quality service and expert care has a new name. Introducing Kruger Climate Systems. We're familiar faces, the reliable technicians, and the same dedication you've always known, now under a new banner. From essential repairs and routine maintenance to brand new installations, we're here to ensure your home's perfect temperature. Kruger Climate Systems, your trusted partner for a comfortable home. Call us today for all your heating and cooling needs.
It is a bottom of the 5th, an 11-0 lead here for Mitchell over Pierre. And the Eights have to score twice with 9-1 and 2 to keep the ball game alive. Carter McCormick will be trying to get that 5-inning win. We'll go against Porter Hunsley, Carter Shufflebein, Hudson Stosher. He might reach his base, and they need at least 2 to reach base. It'll bring up sun and shine. McCormick, and we told you the Porter Hunsley stat line, but McCormick coming into this 5th inning, he has thrown just 61 pitches, 3 hits allowed, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Here's the first pitch to Porter Hunsley. That'll miss low for ball 1. Hunsley 1 for 1. He singled back in the bottom of the 2nd. That one is over for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That'll miss low, and the count's 2-1. Here to Porter Hunsley. The Eights had a couple of hits in that 2nd inning, did not score. They had 2 runners in the 1st and 2 runners in the 2nd. Here's a ground ball to Weber at short. His throw to first on a charity hop to him. Will retire Hunsley for the first out. And it brings up Carter Shufflebein. The Eights had 1st and 2nd with 2 outs in the 1st inning and unable to score. Then they had 1st and 2nd with 2 outs in the 2nd, did not score again. Then they get a base hit from Riker Edson in the 4th, and that's their only base runner since the base hit from Porter Hunsley. First pitch to Shufflebein, will miss upstairs for ball 1. So right now, the Eights, the things hold out. They will fall to 11-10 in South Dakota play. This will be popped foul. That'll be right over the top of us. And the count is now 1-1. McCormick will come set from the stretch. 1-1 pitch to Shufflebein. This will be a high fly ball to center field. And the center fielder and Allen coming in to make the catch. There's now 2 down, and the Eights are an out away from being shut out in a 10-run rule game. And brings up Hudson Stosher, who's 0 for 2. So the Eights right now, if nothing changes, will be outscored 11-1 in 2 games and have a -10 run differential, but still be 1-1 in those 2 games. That's how funny the game of baseball can be sometimes. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one will miss low, and Mitchell's going to walk away going, boy, we played really good second. I mean, we played 2 really good games, and yet we still end up only giving a 1 run in 2 games, and we don't win both of them. That just everything that kind of gets talked about from the Pierre side without telling you the final scores doesn't seem to add up that we could be having a split of a doubleheader, as that one will miss upstairs to make it now a 3-1 count here to Hudson Stosher. But yet Pierre will at least still walk away with the split, as that one's fouled away. Now the Eights are down to their final strike. But wheels just fell off, and when you have 6 errors in a ball game, you give up 10-plus hits, it's going to be hard to win a game. 3-2. Ground ball to the right side. Jackson Hartman will come in and field his throw to first, and that will be the ball game. And it is a 5-inning shutout for Carter McCormick, and Mitchell will get the split with a 11-0 win in Game 2 of our doubleheader. We'll step aside for 2 minutes. We'll come back and wrap up our doubleheader from Hyde Stadium. Back in 2 minutes on KCCR, and you're watching it on YouTube at KCCR Sports.
Stolken Peterson LLP has been your local CPA firm for over 40 years, offering tax preparation, bookkeeping, payroll, and consulting services. If your business, farm, or ranch needs professional, accurate, and reliable services, we are your firm. Our clients are our #1 priority. If you need a higher level of accounting service, give us a call at 605-224-5828. That's Stolken Peterson LLP. 222 East Missouri Avenue in Pierre.
Has life left a dent in your ride? Or maybe you're dreaming of a fresh start for your classic? At Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, we bring vehicles back to life. Located right here in Fort Pierre with over 25 years experience, we specialize in expert auto body repair, from minor dings to major collision work. Got a boat or RV with fiberglass damage? We handle that too. And for projects needing a complete refresh, our professional sandblasting service preps anything ready for a perfect finish. For quality work you can trust, Hunsley Auto Body and Sandblasting, 605-280-4451, 310 West Highway 1434 in Fort Pierre.
Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping wants to make it easy for you to get that lush green lawn and that yard haven that you've been dreaming of. Visit dakotasprinkler.com to make appointments for sprinkler system spring startup, service calls, fall winterization, and landscaping quotes. Trust Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping's professionals to get you through the planning and installation to make your landscaping needs a reality. Visit dakotasprinkler.com today.
Most of us already know that Gales Gas of Pierre is the place to call for propane. They offer an automatic fill plan so you never have to worry about running out of propane. They accept debit and credit payments or a budget payment plan to spread out the cost throughout the year so you never have surprises when you get your bill. For delivery, convenience, and great customer service, call Gales Gas at 224-5518. That's Gales Gas at 224-5518.
As we welcome you back, it is a final score in Game 2. It is Mitchell that will win it 11-0 over Pierre. It was 11 runs on 11 hits for Mitchell, no errors for Mitchell. And then there were 4 men left on base. No runs, 4 hits, 6 errors, and 5 men left on base for the Eights. Carter McCormick goes the distance, 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts, 74 pitches. As he comes away, and again, it's only on 3 days rest. Not going to matter with them not playing him probably on the 4th of July anyway. But Will Daneberg will take the loss, 2 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 5 runs, only 2 of them earned, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts. Porter Hunsley went an inning and 2/3, giving up 3 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. 39 pitches for Hunsley, so he's available to throw on Thursday. Jackson Goodman threw just 14 pitches in 2/3 of an inning. 2 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, no walks, no strikeouts. So 7 of the 11 runs in that game were unearned against the post-state pitching staff. Mitchell scored 5 runs in the third, 6 runs in the fifth, as they took advantage of the 3 errors in the third and 3 errors in the fifth to score those 11 runs on 11 hits overall in the ballgame. They had 11 runs on 10 hits in those 2 innings overall for Mitchell. But that is how it goes sometimes in baseball. The Eights are outscored 11-1 in a doubleheader, but yet they come away with a split. As bad as that loss is, it's still a 1-1 record today, and the Eights get a big win, 1-0 on the 1-hit shutout by Carter Templeton, and the RBI single by Jackson Goodman in the bottom of the 6th to get the Eights that 1-0 win. Time of the ball game in Game 2 is 1 hour and 33 minutes, so a little bit quicker of a night here tonight between Pierre and Mitchell. Will be done in 3.5 hours from the end or the start of Game 1 to the end of our broadcast. So we've got 3 hours and 37 minutes of a broadcast right now. That's not common for a doubleheader of any kind. But that will wrap it up for us here at Hyde Stadium. Back on the air, 4:45 for the final home doubleheader of the regular season against Huron. It'll be coming up with a 5 o'clock first pitch. That is on Thursday. And we'll have it here on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. I want to say thanks to Eliza Mayer back at the station. John Michael here signing off. It is a 1-0 win in Game 1 for Pierre, but Mitchell comes back and gets the split with 11-0 win in 5 innings as we say so long from Hyde Stadium.
You've been listening to Pierre Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. Pierre Baseball is brought to you by Kathy Sunshine Properties, Kruger Contracting, Bank West, Overhead Doors, Stalkin Peterson LLP, Shane's Pharmacy, Capital City Ford, Lincoln, and Toyota, American Family Insurance Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, CHS River Plains, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, Fording Electric, Pierre Closets, Dakota Sprinkler and Landscaping, and AGE. Pure Baseball is also brought to you by Edward Jones Financial, Gales Gas, Lamb Motors, Xander Auto Parts, Comtech, First Dakota National Bank, Envirotech, Kruger Climate Systems, May Adam, Hunsley Auto Body, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Koenig, AirTech Heating and Cooling, Pierre Roofing and Gutters, Wagner Auto, the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General Division of Consumer Protection, and Todd's Electric. Join us all season for more Pierre Baseball on KCCR and on YouTube at KCCR Sports. This has been a special presentation of Riverfront Broadcasting Sports, Central South Dakota's